Welcome to the GRG podcast, the place for all your gaming news, plus hot topics of the week. Also remember to follow us on Twitter at KMega4.
Welcome to the GRG podcast. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are going live. What's going on, everybody? What's happening? KMega405 coming to you live with the GRG podcast. We are here. Yes, we were sitting there. Sorry that we are late. We waiting on these other suckers that were saying they was going to be coming through. I think Kano was scared because he was asking me, who's on the podcast? Don't ask me about what I'm doing on my own stuff. Just hop in. You said you was hopping in. Let's talk. Husky, he told me from a minute that he was going to be late. Hop your ass in here. Let's have some discussions. We're going to get busy. We're going to get with it. Anyway, I see right now what's going on. And I see Dark Sidious is back. This man right here. If you've seen the lighting on what he was doing when we first started, we needed the time off. We needed to. Well, I'm talking crazy. Well, my glasses broke, and listen. I'm gonna clown myself. My glasses broke. I got tape on it. It's ghetto fabulous over here. All this and that and the third. So you have to excuse me. But anyway, let's go ahead for the people that are in here right now. Hold on, let's see. I see somebody right there waiting in the wings. Oh no, that's my gameplay. Anyway, what's going on, people? Going home. What's happening with you, Dark Sidious? It's been a minute. I'm glad that we are back. We are live. Y'all sent the bat signal. Whenever time y'all do it, I'm willing to get started and we can do it. So what's going on with you, Viper? How you doing, brother?
I am the venomous one.
That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. I sit there and sold out doing the lady first for you to just say that. It's a fail on my part. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
I was waiting for the lady.
Okay, yeah, but it was a fail on my part. That was a fail on my part. But you looked very anticipated, and I thought you had a lot to say. But anyway, we're gonna go to the boss lady right now, man. If you heard what Mitchie was telling us behind the scenes, man, I'm telling you, all I can tell you, if you ever watch Big Bang Theory, and I think her name is Bernadette, the little squeaky voice chick on that show. And when she becomes a
Bernadette,
I'm just saying, see, it's already happening, ladies and gentlemen. But did you not see how Bernadette was when she became a boss? Like, I think she was already a boss, but then she got promoted and then she brought Penny in and all that. Well, now Mitchie has turned into Bernadette that owns the company I'm telling you right now, man, GRG is in trouble. We are in trouble tonight. Mitchie, how you been? What you been doing other than commanding and demanding and throwing the gauntlet down? How have you been, young lady?
I've been okay. Okay, I guess the Bernadette thing isn't so bad because that means people fear
See?
you, and they should
Yes.
fear you. They should be intimidated.
See? See?
Okay,
See?
don't laugh too much.
No, I'm not laughing. I'm shutting up. I'm shutting up.
But anyway, they should they should be intimidated. Anyway,
Oh my God. I'm intimidated. I'm telling you that right
but
damn now.
anyway,
I don't want no smoke. Yes.
okay.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
yes, I guess.
All right. All
You,
right.
you have a. I guess you have a point. I
Okay.
didn't
Yeah. No.
think about it until I actually
You
thought about it.
see?
So there you go.
Right. That's what I was trying to say. Like, think about it. Like, you got this
The
sweet
one
voice. Like,
point you may
Viper's.
have.
See? All right. Yes. The new Bernadette, ladies and gentlemen. And listen, I'm kind of a late bloomer. I did every time that I caught an episode of Big Bang Theory, I always enjoyed it. But like my wife and everybody, they watch that. And so I've been catching myself watching a hell of a lot more of those shows. And I really do think that is a fantastic sitcom. But Lord have mercy. Yes. It is it's clear that Mitchie is now AKA Bernadette. You can say that in the chat with no problem, no fail. So, you know what I'm saying? And now she understands it. She understands it. This woman is in full command. Anyway, for the rest of the suckers that will come through here later on tonight, that is fine. But we have to get into I wanted to get wanted to talk about the events of all last week, but all this new news that just came out about Xbox and everything about that, and then what Arsha and Matthew and all the rest of the people, the newer people that are now in control of Xbox, the things that they had to say on top of everything else that's coming out about Xbox now. Microsoft was thinking about selling off Xbox. We need to talk about that first, because there's so many layers to this. You know me, I'm finna get into my rant on it, but I want to hear what everybody else has to say first. So I'm going to start off with Viper first, and then I'm going to hear what Mitchie has to say, because I don't know how much information, because all this information just kind of came out of the blue here in the last couple of hours in regards to and we'll start off with that first on this about Xbox reconsolidating in order to make, well, not Xbox, but Microsoft reconsolidating in order for them to have Xbox be much more appealing to sell to another buyer. That is some reports that's been coming out from certain people within the gaming industry. Don't know how authentic it is. We understand that Xbox has went through some issues, no different than anybody else went through some issues and what we'll be going through in the gaming industry. But I'm going to start off with you, Viper. And we'll start off with this point right now, and then we'll break it down later with everything else. Do you feel that that Microsoft is on the verge right now to want to reconsolidate and sell the Xbox brand off and get rid of it?
It wouldn't surprise me if they are, because before Satya Nadella came there, remember, they wanted to get rid of Xbox. And when Satya Nadella got there, he was like, "Why do we need it?" And Phil Spencer had to convince him why they needed Xbox and why it was going to be profitable for Microsoft. So now, with the stupid AI push that they've been doing, and they're still doing it, even though that they know that people do not want this AI push, they're the ones that's causing these prices to rise. and it's not just Microsoft, it's NVIDIA as well, um, and some other people. But the fact is, they're doing this AI push. RAM prices are going up, console prices are going up, the prices of games are going up. So, what in the world are people going to do in terms of getting their video games? They're not going to purchase it. The fact that you lost all your exclusives to PlayStation and to everywhere else, that's a problem.
Mhm.
So you have gone through all of this stuff. You basically stepped on the rake multiple times and it slapped you right in the face because you thought, oh, we're going to make money here. We're going to make money there. We're going to make money there. Oh, let's do AI. Let's do this. Let's do that. No, you basically screwed yourself and you didn't even think about what Xbox truly was. All you wanted was Microsoft gaming. That's what you wanted. You came into this company, and I'm talking about Satya Nadella. You came into this company thinking, okay, let's cut out certain things that we don't need. Let's get rid of this stuff because we're about making money. Well, if you're about making money, a lot of the stuff that you canceled, you shouldn't have canceled. Like, I'm gonna go back and say it. The Microsoft phone, or was it the Windows phone, I think. Don't forget about Zune, that audio player. Let's not forget about Mixer. Let's not forget about all of the stuff that you had that could have been great, but yet you said, "Nah, we don't want it. It's not making us enough money." You didn't take the time to invest. You didn't take the time to see things through. And now that you say that, okay, we've got declining revenue that fell $380 million year over year in quarter three of 2026. You got hardware sales that are dropping 33%. So, I mean, yeah, you're gonna basically say like, oh, okay, now we're gonna have to try to get rid of this. We're gonna have to try to figure something out. Um, you bought ABK for close to $80 billion because that 69 billion, that was just the baseline. There was extra stuff that was added on, and it was close to $80 billion that they purchased that for. Plus, they spent $80 billion on AI. So right then and there, that shows me they're not thinking straight. They should have, you know, done what everybody was asking them to do, which was make sure that you prioritize the console, make sure that you prioritize your fan base, and stop trying to, do this return on investment for the stockholders. Because the stockholders, yes, they're going to be bitching and complaining, hey, we want our money back. You spent $80 billion on this. Well, what about the $80 billion on AI? Where's the return on investment for that? There's no return on investment so far because nobody wants to use AI. So stop complaining about ABK. Stop complaining about Bethesda and ZeniMax when you bought that for 9.1 billion. Stop complaining because you spent something on something that did not work, or it's not working right now, and it's causing prices to go up. So I say that Microsoft, Nvidia, and any other company that wants to be working in AI, you did it to yourselves, and you did it to the rest of the industry. So, in terms of Microsoft actually selling off the Xbox brand, you know what? Fine. Sell it off so that somebody else can actually do something with it. Because apparently they're fucking everything up. Yes, I'm gonna cuss right now because they
Oh
are
no,
fucking
let it loose.
Microsoft don't know what the hell they're doing. And
Mm.
so many people hate Microsoft as a company because of the fact that they first, when they started with the whole monopoly thing back in the 90s, right?
Hmm.
Then, of course, you know, it's like people, oh, we've got to deal with Microsoft at work. So we don't want to deal with Microsoft when we come home. You know, it's that type of thing that they keep on doing to themselves and doing to everybody else. And excuse me. That's why people don't want to deal with them. And that's why people don't trust them. And I feel like if Microsoft can get their heads out of their asses, then and listen to what people are asking for, then I can guarantee you things are going to work out. But apparently they don't. They think that they know everything, and they say that we're the reason why we're a $5 trillion company. Okay, fine. You're a $5 trillion company, but it wasn't because of Xbox. It wasn't because of AI. It's only because you put Windows everywhere. It's only because you put Office everywhere and you make subscriptions on it. So, yeah, that's the only reason why. And oh, and I forgot government contracts as well. So, yeah, you're a $5 trillion company because of that. But, the thing that people want, which is Xbox, you're trying to screw that over. So, yeah, um if they get rid of it, okay, give it to Apple or give it
No,
no,
I will not
no.
allow you. No, no, no. You got every opinion, but on that one, you out your goddamn mind. But continue. Give me an explanation of why, if they
Mhm.
reconsolidate Xbox to be affordable for another company, why the fuck would they put that on Apple? Why the absolute listen?
Hey,
This is
I'm just
GRG. We
I'm
keep
just
what we kill here, but why the fuck would Apple? Why would Arsha or anybody else who's a heart have Apple take over Xbox?
just listen.
Explain this
I'm
to
going
me
I'm going
as
off of the
though I'm
cuff.
two.
I'm going off of the cuff here. So,
Okay, okay,
I'm
okay.
not even listen, I'm going off the cuff. So, any company out there that has the money for it, because they're gonna try to sell it for a lot. They're gonna try to sell it for well over, I don't know. Since you've got ABK in there, since you've got Xbox Game Studios, since you've got ZeniMax, how much you think the Xbox division is worth?
Oh man, it's clearly more than what Xbox paid for Activision.
Exactly.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah, but
so think about that. Who has the money for that?
okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna leave it right there. I gotta introduce Kano.
Let
He sounded kind of scared when he hit me up earlier. Was like, "Who was on the podcast?" And I was like, "What the fuck?" Well,
Really, really,
I'm not even going to answer that. Like, bro, you
really,
said you come and bring your ass on anyway. You know what I'm saying? My
really.
main man here. You know what I'm saying? Part of the gamer section. You know what I'm saying? Like that, the gamer section. That this is the boss of the gamer section. I am an employee of the gamer section. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Much love to the man, but I listen here. We keep what we kill, and I do not hold back, and I demand you not to hold back tonight because this is what we do here. But anyway, Kano,
What up?
I want you to because we gonna leave the lady for last to sit there and to break this all down, Mitchie. But I do want you to introduce yourself to everybody if people don't know, live under a rock. But I want you to introduce yourself, but also answer that question of what Viper just brought up about how much do you think that Microsoft would be worth if they reconsolidate themselves, and if and what company would be more suitable for that. But introduce yourself first, Kano. Thank you for coming through.
For sure, for sure. Glad to be on here. And first and foremost, ain't nobody scared. Ain't nobody scared. That ain't in my nature. You already know I'm like 50 Cent. I don't back down. You heard me? That's 50 facts, no fiction. But anywho, man, forget what
Wait,
K-Mac
if
was
you like
talking about,
50
man.
Cent, that means your girl always getting taken by Diddy, huh?
Let's go.
Oh, no. Never that, you heard me? Never that. Haters, man, haters. But anywho, you heard me? Anywho, kill all that noise, man.
bring it on
Again, this
yourself,
is
man. You bring it on yourself.
I known K Mega for over 10 years. So
Yeah, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? We go way back. But
We go way
anywho,
back.
man. Yeah.
Mhm.
But anywho though, you know what I'm saying? This came from the gamer section. You dig what I'm saying? I'm glad to be on here. Nice to meet everybody that's on here. You feel me?
Mhm.
So To answer that question, man, let me get into it a little bit deeper. Honestly, I feel like when it comes to Microsoft, they're not going to sell off Xbox. That's just media propaganda that they're going to continue to use to try to favor, the fanboys on the PlayStation side. You feel me? And that's all the PlayStation fanboys just been talking about ever since that Gears of War E-Day is console exclusive to Xbox. So they're going to use a lot of propaganda to say this should have been coming to PlayStation, but the facts are the facts. That's not going to happen. Microsoft sees value in Xbox first and foremost, and they see they're making money from Xbox through multiple different streams of revenue from the consoles to the Game Pass and all that stuff. They're starting to see all that come back. So I don't see where this stupidity is coming from in this sense, right? But if this would actually happen, which I highly doubt, you dig what I'm saying? Oh, that's a tough one. Because Google, they had a bad situation with Google Stadia.
Right.
Sony, that's a no. That's never going to happen. Nintendo, no, that's never going to happen. Apple, I don't see that. So I probably Amazon seems cool.
Amazon, so it'd be another American company. Okay, all right.
See Amazon.
I don't think Amazon got the money to buy that.
Well, no, Amazon got the money, but I mean that's but see that just kind of adds into the conversation of what we're talking about. Like, who is the company that has the money to acquire Xbox? While there's so many out here that keeps on thinking that Xbox is just like chopped liver, but look at what Xbox pulled out. Xbox has been established for over 25 years. That. So anyway, I'm going to give my point at last, but
but you got to think
go
about
ahead.
Go back all the way back to the Dreamcast, how Microsoft helped them with the online structure as well. So
right.
It goes all the way back even further with that.
Yeah. So no, you're totally right on that. I totally agree with you on that, Wakano. Viper. I mean, I'm not disputing on the fact of the only thing I disputed with Viper was Apple. I feel like because Apple is so much of a huge competitor towards Microsoft as an entity, there's no way that they would be the buyers of Xbox. Now, again, if they were trying to sell them, though, it's according to how much they're asking. But I don't know. I digress on that. Mitchie, I'm going to go to you on this one. If Xbox decides if Microsoft decides to reconsolidate Xbox to make it to look like it's very affordable for a company or, for what Xbox offers, do you feel like Microsoft will let them go? And what company do you feel would go in and try to acquire Xbox?
I really don't. They're going to sell them. I mean,
exactly
the spin-off thing. Just think that otherwise they wouldn't be doing what they're doing. I mean, why put Asha in charge and let her do it only to say, hey, we're going to sell you now and all that belongs to you to somebody else who could just chop you up and close you.
It's happened before.
Why would they do that?
And let's not forget about Tango. Yeah,
but it makes no. Yeah, but that was a single entity that they sold. Right. Well, they closed and they got picked up, and then was it Hi-Fi Rush? Then it doesn't exist anymore. That's what I understand.
Well, no, they're gonna do another Hi-Fi Rush. Yeah,
the makers of. They got picked up by
a Korean company. It was a Korean company.
Oh,
yeah, studio.
Crafton.
Yeah,
that's Crafton.
Yeah, Crafton. Yep.
Crafton. Okay. But I think what's going to come down the track is they're going to close a couple studios. I just hope it's not. Yep. I really hope it's not.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
They will close down the studios that are not making enough money. That's the thing. And if Double Fine is not making enough money, they're closing them down.
Okay, but Mitchie, go ahead and finish. But I'll get my point.
They did that in themselves, though. But I don't really think they're going to sell off Xbox. I really don't. But if they would, I think it'd be Netflix that would buy them.
That's
Because Netflix wants into gaming, and Netflix
It
has
is
enough
true.
money to support them.
Mm.
And Netflix I think they would do the best by them. Apple, I can't see it. I cannot see that. Apple wants nothing to do with a console. That would all be put on Apple TV and your phones and your iPads and your Macs. They want nothing to do with a console. I don't think that's why you have an Apple TV. I mean, I invest in Apple products, so I just don't see that. And Amazon, that is where games go to die.
Wow.
So Amazon is very fickle when it comes to gaming.
So it's Google.
So I wouldn't trust Amazon as far as I could throw them. So those are my thoughts.
Okay. All right. Well, like I said, this is a pretty much more deeper discussion, but but okay. So here's my take on it. All right. For one, Mitchie was cooking on that. Netflix would be the one. I'm gonna tell you this right now: why Netflix would be the premier company to go and acquire Xbox if this situation were to happen, because they lost the Paramount deal because of politics. Okay. And they would be, and like Mitchie said, they would be they want to get into the gaming space. That's why they partner with Xbox. That's why they partner with other gaming companies in order to do their movies, because I mean this would be perfect for them. Like they could rehash Halo. They could Halo did really well for them once it left Paramount. You see what they're doing. Like I know that The Last of Us is on HBO, but I'm just saying, like, for everything that they have that's going on that's game related, seems pretty good. Like, I had no idea. Now, I have not seen one episode of One Piece, but it's on its second season, so obviously it's doing good enough. So you look at see what's going on with Cyberpunk and other shows and entities. It would make perfect sense for Netflix to be the company to acquire Xbox. On top of that, it's also in another American company. I do not think that Xbox would want to try to have Saudi Arabia or any of these outside entities like Tencent to buy them. So with me saying what everybody's saying, what they're saying, and for what's going on with rumors and everything like that, I also say this: Microsoft is not selling Xbox. The real reason behind all this and these rumors, I'm going to tell you just like this. And Kano, you hit on it. Xbox had the best showing out of every company this week, game-wise. 100%, no ands, ifs, or doubts about it. They showed the best showcase out of everybody. And it never fails. People, follow me. It never fails. When Xbox does something exponentially, okay, see, I was going to try to be cute with it. I can't. Let me be country.
Exponentially.
Thank you. Say that again. Say that again, Viper.
Exponentially.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. Well, the media follows right behind with a doom and gloom story. Every time, say I'm lying. I'm lying.
You're telling the truth.
Every time Xbox has a killer show or killer showing, or there's some shock and awe that Xbox has done, it's always followed back with something negative. And every damn time it's so doom and gloom that it makes even Xbox gamers question what the hell is going on. It is clear as day. See, now, can the question be asked? Absolutely. When you see the numbers of 3% and all of this of growth or lack of growth or whatever the hell the numbers are and things like that, the numbers are bad for Xbox. But let's not get this twisted. The numbers are bad across the board in the gaming industry. Now, this is what's crazy, because if we listen to what Arsha and Matthew and what Matt Booty and what everybody else has said about what's going on in the gaming space, it's healthy because gamers are still buying games, but they're not buying the consoles at a clip that they need to. And Xbox is third place, so therefore they're going to be hurt the most. And Xbox made the wrong decision on not going all in on the chips, while PlayStation sit there and save themselves a tiny bit. But the industry as a whole, I'm going to ask you guys this. Right now. Who's doing better in the gaming market, in the gaming place right now? PC or consoles? Let me know. PC. Which one's doing better, huh?
PC.
Okay. Kano, who you think? PC or consoles? Who's doing better?
I'm going to have to agree it's PC right now.
Mitchie, who you think doing better?
Probably PC.
Absolutely false. All three of you are wrong. PC gamers are panicking so much that they're even considering looking at the PlayStation Pro and then what's going on with the Xbox Helix.
Oh, say that again. Say that again.
Wait, let me cut in real quick. Of course, looking at the Helix, because the Helix is going to be a hybrid between console and PC.
Yeah,
they're looking at the Helix. I don't think they're looking at the PlayStation 5 Pro.
They Go ahead. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, they're not looking at that, because here's the thing. They do not want a console. They want their PC ecosystem, and they want their online to be free like it was before. So the only thing that they're thinking of is, okay, fine, I'll have Game Pass with the Helix, but I'll also have my my stores. Like it, I know they don't like Epic, but they've got GOG, they got Epic, they've got Steam. They've got all of that will be showing up on the Helix. So if that is the case, if it does pan out that way, I guarantee you, yes, you will see a bunch of PC people getting the Helix if the PC market is way too damn expensive and they can't buy the parts like they want to. But it also depends on the price of the Helix too. Because if the Helix is close to 1,000 or over 1,000, nobody's getting it.
That is a lie. That is false. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why right now. Listen, I listen to a lot of PC content creators. They are panicking right now. They are panicking. Go ahead.
I want to hear this.
Okay, they are panicking. There is multiple reasons right now why people are so up in arms about what's going on with PC. NVIDIA has abandoned them. AMD is over here saying, okay, we're doing this and doing that, but AMD should be at the right now. AMD should be taking over the market, while NVIDIA is over here letting people know, like, nah, man, we dealing with data centers and this, that, and the third. Thank you for making us what we are, but we're going on to another venture. AMD should be out there. Intel's trying to do whatever they can, but Intel can't. So AMD should be, but AMD is not, because AMD is just in bed with what's going on with NVIDIA, just like with everything else, because of course, which I didn't know this until later on, that the head of NVIDIA, of AMD and NVIDIA, they're cousins, they're family, they know each other.
But what about mobile?
Mobile is the biggest market out of everything. Mobile is going to be fine. But how many of us on this panel and people that are listening tonight, and please share this out, like, subscribe, do all that, but please share this out. Let people, let's get deeper into the conversation. But how many of us play mobile on a regular basis like that on this panel?
None.
I'm
on console.
That's right. We're on console. We're on PC. We're you know what I'm saying? We're on cloud on occasion. We aren't, you know what I'm saying? And listen, there's nothing against mobile, but like, I mean, it is what it is. Mobile is really right now the pinnacle and the king of the gaming space if you really want to take it there by financials, right? But PC is in such shambles. I was listening to it was just last night. They were doing a giveaway for a PC, and it blew their mind because the PC that they built was $500 to $700. Right now, because of all of the stuff with memory and everything else, that PC now would cost $1500 to $1,700. And they're giving that away because they already pre-built it like 2 years ago. And so that's the difference right now. And then you just look and see what NVIDIA is trying to do, because NVIDIA is the biggest market when it comes to GPUs over everything. It is the market. And they're over here trying to force you to go ahead and join GeForce Now, while they're over here asking for, if you try to look for a 5090, them shits is $3,000 plus. If you don't have what I have, like a 4080, 4090, at this point right now, just think about how much that those things cost right now. If you still say, and then what, and how the gaming market on PC is how they're doing the gamers. And that's what I'm saying. I'm listening to their content. I'm reading what they're saying on Reddit and all of this, because I'm just being really observant on everything. And they're just like, man, I still have a 4080. I have a 3080, 3090 Ti or whatever, you know what I'm saying, the high ends of the 30s, right? And they're thinking about upgrading. And the cheapest that they can sit there and they're looking, if they want to try to get into the 50s, like is like a 5060, 5070, something like that. And those prices is cool for those cards, but when you look at the memory and the motherboards and everything else that you got to do to build a brand new rig, it is astronomical. And so if a Project Helix is $1,200, it's $1,000 plus. Let's say the max is it's from $1,000 to $1,200, but you have all of the features of what you would on a PC. Guarantee you the PC market would be looking at, and the main factor on that is the selling point for Xbox would be, from what the rumors that we heard, is that they want to eliminate the paywall of playing games online, where you could play games online for free. You can't tell me that Xbox is not going to that Xbox is not going to get looked at by the PC market. You can't tell me that, because NVIDIA is not even bringing a new card until what, 2027, 2028? And God forbid of how much that's going to cost. So that's why I'm trying to explain that. Okay, so now let's flip this over back to the topic that we were talking about at hand, about why I don't believe that Xbox is going to get ready. One case, one point. Xbox is putting in, when they're making a Windows-centric console with Xbox features in it. So you mean to tell me that you're gonna go all out on making this console, and then all of a sudden you're gonna sell off the brand, knowing that the company that's gonna buy them off is gonna have maybe access to Windows technology?
Yeah, I wonder who was the first person to actually put that bullcrap report out there.
Well, it's been a lot of reporters. It first came out from this one reporter that is he's not world renowned, but he's known. He's pretty deep. He's a reporter, but he put it on one of those like gaming sites, Resta, however you pronounce that. And so, yeah, Rosetta. And so then he put that there, and then oh my goodness. Yeah, well, because this was a Bloomberg thing that was being talked about, and it was rumored. But the thing of it that makes this so crazy is that, yes, Xbox financials is bad, but when nobody else is over here bringing out, the gaming industry is in a bad place right now. PlayStations aren't selling like that either. Nintendo is telling you to buy a Nintendo Switch 2 right now before we raise the price because of these tariffs. And also the chip shortage is is making everything incredibly insane as well. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying that these rumors this can never happen. It could. But what I'm trying to say to you is that you got to follow the patterns of how the gaming media always brings shit out. When Xbox does, can y'all say that word again? Exponentially. I said it right that time. Exponentially right. When Xbox come cooking, then all of a sudden here comes something. At first they were over here talking about, well, here comes Xbox layoffs. Well, everybody knows there's going to be Sony layoffs. There's going to be Nintendo layoffs. Ubisoft is going to be laying off. Hell, my wife at her job, homies that I know, there's layoffs going everywhere. The markets is bad. That's just the nature of the beast. The economy is in a bad place right now, and you know what's going to happen. But they want to sit there and say, well, maybe the layoff thing ain't going to stick. But if we sit there and try to make them not feel so good about Xbox, the next thing is that they're going to try to sell it. How many motherfucking times is Xbox supposed to be sold? And I'm saying that there's not discussions, because every company has discussions of whatever, this, that, and the third. We get that.
But not to mention, they always saying that Xbox is dead time and time again.
Yes, Xbox is supposed to have been eradicated since 2005. 2001 when when it first dropped. So that's the thing to me, is where I'm just kind of looking at it like, listen, is there smoke to it? Could be, yeah. But that's also internal discussions that could get leaked out, and it could be like, you know what? They had the discussions, and then like Sadia is saying, look, because what you said, Viper, was absolutely correct, is that Sadia didn't give a damn about Xbox when he first became CEO of Microsoft. And then Phil Spencer sit there and says, either we're all in or we're not. And so that tells you right there that Sadia thinks something of Xbox, because he sit there and he told Phil, he could have told Phil right there. Sadia is in full control. Sadia could have sit there and says, you know what? I'm out. It was nice seeing you. Get your severance package, pack it up. Get you and the rest of your staff the fuck out of here. Microsoft is going a whole nother direction. So why is it that if Sadia sit there and said, okay, Phil, show it and prove it to me, and then all of a sudden give him a blank check, and then all of a sudden, well, the Activision deal got a little sticky. And then now we got the economy, and then we got all these other things. We had the pandemic, we got the economy now, all this things is getting sticky. Well, we got to do some things like that. So the worst scenario, in my opinion, and if I'm wrong, I'll eat this crow. But my opinion is that what's going to happen is that there's going to be smaller studios that's going to get sold off or closed down. Sadly and unfortunately, I hate that. And then there's going to be massive layoffs. And the restructuring is going to be where Xbox is saying, we're going to do what PlayStation did last generation, because what happened between the PlayStation 3 generation, where we sit there and we're going all in on our big titles. And the difference of this, and then I'm going to let you guys jump in on this, is where the difference, because the media sit there and told us last generation, well, for PlayStation, it's going to be a little sparse. It's going to be a little sparse, but be patient. PlayStation is going to cook for us. And what happened? PlayStation was sparse as fuck. Xbox was coming out with heat, but PlayStation came and dominated the end of the generation. This looks like the same exact thing. Xbox is going to sit there and cut back on doing the smaller titles and come in with the bigger shit, so they know that people are going to want to join and buy an Xbox or want to be a part of Game Pass or whatever, because they're bringing the heat titles, and they're going to cut back on the smaller titles. And here we go. The difference is that the media told gamers, be patient. They're telling the media is telling gamers, let's be prepared for Xbox to be on Exodus yet again, and that there is so much trouble. We're talking about a fucking $1 trillion company that dog walks all the rest of these gaming companies here, and they're sitting there, and it's the second biggest publisher out of all the companies in the goddamn gaming space. But you're yet to tell me they're ready to get rid of that revenue. We'll see. I'll eat the crow if I'm wrong, but I just don't see it. Panel, please let me know. I'm going to start off with you, Minchie, on this. Do you agree with me on this, or do you feel like I'm a little off on my stance?
I agree with you. I just don't see them surrendering that amount of money to that Xbox does make. I know they've lost money with console sales, and now people want the consoles, and now they can't buy the consoles because they have no parts to make the consoles. Oh my goodness gracious!
Right.
What a web we use. So you know, they just got themselves with a catch-22, because they can't win for losing. They wanted to go everywhere so they could not make the consoles, but now they want to go back and make the consoles, but now they can't make the consoles because they don't have the parts.
It's real crazy. Kano. Oh no, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's just so crazy. And now they just need to, I think they just need to hone in on what they need to do. And don't worry about selling it or spinning it off and just concentrate on getting it back to where it belongs. Okay, I'm done now.
No, I totally agree. No, I totally agree. Another point, and I'm going to go to you on this one, Kano, and see if you got pushback on what I just said. But another thing, two respected gaming like journalists or inside. Well, I wouldn't say insiders, but they post a lot of stuff. Shinobi and also Wario64. They came out with a story that Matthew, I forget what's his last name, the new guy that got hired.
Bell, I think his last name Bell.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, the guy with the beard. His name is Matthew. They came out with some bullshit that Matthew had to come out yesterday and had to call out on Shinobi. He was like, "Nah, you was wrong on that, bro." And Shinobi sit there and was like, "Oh, my bad." No, knowing what you did. Knowing what you and Wario posted, this is the type of stuff that I'm talking about. But go ahead, Kano. Do you agree with my stance on that? But do you have some pushback on saying that? Nah, I think Xbox is in so much trouble that they could be in a position to make these type of moves.
I'm gonna be 100%
Ball, Matthew Ball.
Yeah, Matthew Ball. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you though, Mega Man. I'm gonna say it like this: Microsoft is where they want to be. They kind of like on a I'm gonna bounce back and be better than where I was stance. You know what I'm saying? And we see some of the messaging is not 100% clear because they're still trying to figure out what they want to do with the Series X and all that, and with the Windows PC and with Helix. He's really trying to figure all that out because it's getting close to that time where Helix is coming out. It's said next year. I wish it was 2030. You know what I'm saying? So we can have more time of them to maximize the machines. That's just my personal opinion. But what do I see when it comes to Xbox? With all this that's going on when it comes to trying to put it in a perspective where it won't sound crazy. When it comes to Matt Ball, what he's saying, and when you're looking at Asha, what she's saying, and Matt Booty, what he's saying, they got to get it together with the messaging. What you said, it was on point to a degree. Now, when you look at what's going to go on right now, Xbox is not going to get sold. They make it too much money. Now, when it also comes to the studios being shut down, right? They will have layoffs, but I don't see any of the studios being shut down as of right now, because if you look at, people to my Double Fine might be shut down, which is I don't believe it because they're too creative. They're not afraid to take risks. You did what I'm saying? And you see in Exile, they're not scared to take risk. And a lot of these other companies are not in Microsoft are not scared to take risks. If you look at Sony, when they went to the PS4, went to the PS5 generation, they basically just kept making the same cycle of games. And you see Nintendo, they play it super safe with their games, but they kind of do a creative side to the games, but they play it safe with the same type of franchises. So I'm seeing from I'll say about 3 to 5 years from now, I see Microsoft, they're going to do better. They're going to have a better marketing scheme of how they want to put things together. Asha just been there 100 days, a little bit over 100 days. They still got to get it together. And once they get it together and have a real identity of where they want to go with their brand, then we're going to see a shift in how they want to present themselves when it comes to Xbox, Project Helix, the PC market, and stuff like that. And I'm just excited. You feel me? It's an exciting situation with Microsoft. But as you may know, the media, and how they got double standards. Something that goes wrong with Microsoft, it's like it's World War II out this piece when it comes to Microsoft. But when it comes to Sony, you already know they say, "Oh, it's okay." Whoop-de-whoop, blah, blah, blah. Same thing with Nintendo. And I don't know. It's just, and then you got to understand, they got other people. They got fanboys in there. But when it comes to PlayStation fanboys, they talk about more of Xbox than us.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So With that being said, though, man, Xbox is not going nowhere. Microsoft is not going to sell Xbox because they see a lot of value in Xbox. They can't, you know what I'm saying? And I already said it. They've been around for a minute. They put this together. You know what I'm saying? People may not agree with me. It is what it is. But I don't see it happening.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that. Viper, I'm gonna come to you on this one, but I want to say this too as well. What kind of insult would that be? That would be adding more insult than anything that you would sit there. Now, if Phil and Sarah and Matt were still together and they're doing Project Latitude and things like that, and then we heard this story, then okay, then maybe this is what it is, because we all knew that Phil was getting ready to shut it down. Maybe Sarah was be like, nah, man, I ain't trying to fuck with this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to move on. And Matt's like, ah. But they personally let Phil retire. They gave a direction and told Sarah Bond, which, you know what I'm saying, I got much love for Sarah Bond for what she's done for the positive stuff for Xbox. Of course, not everybody's hands is clean on this situation. Xbox has made a lot of bad decisions, but again, they sit there and they pushed away Sarah Bond. And they kept mad, and then they bring in Arsha. So what kind of insulting shit is that, to sit there and bring in Arsha, and she's making all these changes? Asha. I'm sorry. I say Arsha. I'm sorry. Asha. I am so sorry. That's probably why I don't get contacted by nobody from Xbox now. Anyway, Asha. Sorry, Asha. Probably. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Thank you. That's why I got to do these shows, so I can be accurate. Sorry, Asha. Asha, like, just let me be country. I'm a country dude from Oklahoma. This is what it is.
Country out of your voice.
Yes. Anyway, Asha, and bring her in. Start making all these changes. Let her hire somebody else who's been a world-renowned writer and also a critic of Xbox and Xbox's moves and things of that nature. Bring this crew together just to say we're selling this shit off. It don't make sense. Okay, so talk to me, Viper. Do you still, after listening to everybody, listening to my point of view, do you still think that Xbox is going to say, man, hell with it? We letting this thing rip. We gonna cut and run. Do you think Microsoft's going to do it?
So let's go back and look through history at a lot of these corporations. Corporations are going to corporate. So if they feel like it is in their best interest to sell, it doesn't matter what they just did by putting somebody new in. Sometimes you can put somebody in as the CEO or the CFO or whatever, but you're getting ready to transition them to something else. That has happened all throughout business. I'm not saying this because, I think Xbox is going to be sold off. No, I'm just saying business-wise, corporations do this all the time. So if they know for a fact that they can get money from, okay, let's go ahead and sell off Activision to this company. Let's sell off Blizzard to this company. Let's sell off King to this company. Let's sell off all these different things under Xbox Game Studios to these companies. Or let's sell off ZeniMax and split them up into little bits and pieces. And let's make money from each individual one. Then we can get rid of the Xbox division as a whole, because now we're going to go back to our roots of doing Windows, and we're doing this and we're doing that. Remember, the last company that put out a console, and they were doing good on the console, but they couldn't sell it that much because they didn't have a DVD player, was Sega. And what happened to them? They said, we're out of the console business, we're going third party. Microsoft, it's a possibility they might do the same thing in terms of selling off the Xbox brand and saying, screw it, let somebody else handle this shit because we don't want to deal with it. Same thing with Google Stadia. Google, because they could not get ZeniMax because Microsoft bought it, they're like, fuck this, we're out of here. We ain't dealing with this. These corporations don't give a fuck. So
that part is true.
I'm telling you right now, I do not want them to sell it, but I'm thinking logically here. Yes, you just got Phil Spencer retired. You got rid of Sarah Bond, who was awesome. Okay. But then now you brought in Asha Sharma, who came from AI. Remember that.
I know.
So she came from AI. She has a bunch of team members that she just brought on from AI. If they are going to do a transition by saying, let's get rid of Xbox, and then now we'll bring you back and put you back on the AI. Because that's all they care about is AI. They don't give a damn about the console. They don't give a damn about gaming. They care about AI. Now, me, like I said, I want them to keep it. I don't want them to shut down any studios. I don't want them to have any layoffs, even though I know they're going to have some damn layoffs, and I know some studios are going to get shut down. But as a corporation, a $5 trillion company, what the hell do you think they're going to do at the end of the fiscal year, at the end of June? Tell me, because I know damn sure what's going to happen. This is the doom and gloom, which is true. I don't want to believe the doom and gloom that the media wants to put out there. But what happens at the end of every June and at the beginning of every July, every single year?
Layoffs.
People are losing their damn jobs.
Yeah, there's
Stuff is getting shut down.
Yeah.
Stuff is getting canceled.
Yeah.
And it's not just Microsoft. Let's not get it twisted. It's not just Microsoft. So I'm looking at this as logically as I possibly can. And people can get pissed off at me in the chat. I don't care. But I'm telling you right now, the stuff that I want to happen, it ain't gonna happen. The stuff that you want to happen, it ain't gonna happen. Because these corporations, all they have is the bottom dollar. I mean, that's the bottom line, is the almighty dollar. So, I mean, you can call it doom and gloom all you want to. You can say, oh, you just making everybody scared about this and that. No, I am thinking logically about this. And I'm telling you right now, think about it. Really think about what I'm saying right now. Let this stay in your memory banks. By the end of this month and at the beginning of next month, you know it's the end of the fiscal year and the beginning of a new one. And I know Husky's gonna come in here.
Husky up in here. Yeah. No, listen. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. No, I was just going to say, right fast, Viper, you are talking logically. You're bringing up a great point that should have Xbox gamers looking with some sort of concern. It just doesn't make sense overall. But you know what I'm saying? I'm going to let you finish. And then I'll introduce Husky.
You are thinking in terms of common sense, okay?
Yeah.
You're thinking in terms of common sense. What do these damn corporations and these CEOs or these people in the C-suite, they don't think about common sense. They just think about their money.
Yeah, they think about the bottom line. You're right. No, you're right.
So the common sense that we have here right now, throw that shit out the window. You thinking, oh, well, they need to do this because it's going to make sense to do that. Fuck that. They don't give a damn. Why do you think when people were saying, oh, we need exclusives, we need to have some reason to buy the console, and they went ahead and went third party with a bunch of shit? Because they were thinking about the fucking money. That's what they were doing. All this stuff that we all want, and I know I want it too, but think logically now. They care about the money. And if the math ain't mathing, they are going to get rid of shit that they don't need. I already gave you some numbers of how much they're down year over year. They are going to cut their losses. Even though all these IPs that they've got from these different publishers and these different companies that they bought up, let's make these IPs and make the Xbox brand strong. That's what we want. But no, if you ain't making the money, if you ain't making a profit, your ass is gone. Plain and simple. And that's the venomous rat piss coming out of my mouth.
Yeah, hey man, listen, that's why we love you, Viper. You know what I'm saying? Dark venomous.
Hey,
listen,
he spoke the truth.
He did. Okay, so before I introduce my main man Husky Akage, I do want to say this. You know what I'm saying? What we're talking about right now is about these rumors that's coming out about like Xbox maybe want to sell off the Microsoft might want to sell off the Xbox brand. It just kind of kicked off a few hours ago, well, earlier today. And so we're kind of like on topic 2. So, but Husky Akage, you know what I'm saying? TikTok sensation, man. I'm jealous. I'm begging how to be down. You know what I'm saying? My main man is doing his damn thing. Anyways, come here. I cannot, you know what I'm saying? He's out there doing shows, doing big things. And then I see this man without his hair. It still trips me out, man. Like, man, this man got professional on me. How you doing, Akage? What's going on with you, brother?
I'm doing good, man. Miss everybody. How y'all
doing? Did you hear how deep his voice came in? Did y'all hear? He said, "Yeah, how y'all doing?"
It ain't even like that. It's not even like that.
Anyway, what's going on with you, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm a lot tired, but you know what? We here. We good. You know, can't complain, man. We just had a baby on Monday. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, congratulations! Congratulations!
Thank you. So yeah, I'm pulling daddy duty and and podcasting. You know what I'm saying? Most of the tasking at its finest right now. But yeah, man. So.
Yes, no doubt. Okay, so your thoughts on this situation about Xbox maybe wanted to consolidate and want to try to find a way to sell Microsoft to sell Xbox to another entity. Do you believe that? Do you think that that's even possible?
First off, well, right now, I mean, I'm gonna put it like this: when it comes to money, anything is possible. The thing about it is, though, man, is what they do it. You know, with Xbox or Microsoft or Xbox being under the thumb of Satya Nadella and Amy Hood and all those, and it came out reportedly that they were requiring Xbox to have like a 30% profit margin,
30 to 40%, yeah,
30 to 40% profit margin. And when it comes down to it, like I said, it's something I can't say they wouldn't do. I don't see them doing right now. And the reason being is I think they're going to wait to see before they make any final decision. I would hope they would wait to see what Asha is going to do. What's going to be the move? You know, we saw this year at the showcase, we saw them pull back 2 games that were reportedly unofficial or official, probably going to PlayStation, but they pulled them back. Clockwork Orange and Clockwork Revolution and Gears E-Day. We saw them pull them back. Everything else, they're trying to fulfill their promises or whatever they had out there prior. And depending on how things go over the next, I'll say 2 to 3 years. And if Xbox is still in the space that it's in now, and nothing is changing, nothing is no actual good press or good faith is out there. Once again, now apparently the Series X is sold out or selling out a lot of places. People are starting to buy Xbox consoles again. They like the direction that Asha is taking them in, and I hope she continues to do great things. But it's going to take more than just Gears and Clockwork Revolution. We're going to have to see what's going to go forward. You still got some people pissed that Halo is still going to PlayStation, even though it's just the first one. It's the remaster of the first one. You still got people pissed at that. You still got people upset that they're getting fake. You still got those so-called fans out there. And, you had fans. Now, granted, I'm not a huge thing of the whole transparency thing of showing everybody the way everything is. Oh, well, this is your showcase. This is Xbox showcase. I don't care what the devs want. This is Xbox's stage, Xbox showcase. Everything. Let them go to Twitter or Blue Sky or anywhere else they want to go. Release a blog post after showing all the stuff. I don't care. But on your showcase, your stage, it's about you. And And I granted they decided to do it this time. Maybe next year they'll completely flip flop and go back to what PlayStation does, which they don't show. PlayStation only shows the game is coming there, and they leave people guessing. I've seen so many people, even news outlets were writing. I think what it was the John Wick game. I remember when it came out, when they showed the John Wick game, even news outlets were writing that John Wick was a PlayStation exclusive. So, exactly. So my thing is, we're not PlayStation, but however, you got to believe in your brand. This Xbox, we got to be talking about Xbox stuff, little stuff like that. Like it don't bother me as much, but again, that's something that they would change. Like I said, over the next 2 to 3 years, depending on how things go, you know, they may be like, hey, you guys aren't making any money. This is not going in. I'm pretty sure they're going to be making or investing a pretty penny in Project Helix. When it comes out, you know, especially how the RAM and all the stuff is going on right now, they're gonna be investing a pretty penny in there, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a high-end type of console. So they're not looking to sell. They probably not looking to sell like the highest number out the box or out the gate, but they're gonna want some sales there to prove like, hey, this is still Microsoft's gonna want to see this is still a reliable and viable brand that we have in Xbox, and it still can move some units. So over the next 2 to 3 years, I don't see them doing it right now. But depending on how things go, they may want to go to a point where it's like, hey, we might want to cut our losses, you know, and get out the video game console, or video game itself, or the console game or whatever, and just let Xbox be on its own. My only thing is I just hope they don't sell to no stupid company where it puts Xbox really goes full third party and just becomes a publisher. And because that's my biggest fear is Xbox going full third party and no longer putting out consoles. All we get in this game, and because what's going to happen is, like I said, I've said it before on this show. I've said it previously, just everywhere. If that happens, watch what PlayStation does, because PlayStation doesn't care about Nintendo, and Nintendo does not care about PlayStation. Nintendo go do their own thing. PlayStation go do their thing. But what's going to be what keeps PlayStation in line a little bit is Xbox. They see what Xbox does and things like that. Now, depending on what Steam and the Steam machine does, because if they come out too high,
that ain't doing that. Yeah, that's finito. That's Clayton's. That's over.
A lot of people go leave that where it's at if it comes up. Once again, this is console market. Console market right now, I get the prices high as I don't know what, but it's still the console market. If you come out too high, you're not gonna sell.
$1,200 is what I've been hearing.
Yeah, and
that's too high. It's too high.
Yeah.
So they come out at $1,200. A lot of people will look at it like, and even the people that have Steam accounts, like, you know what? I'll just keep playing on my PC. I'll just keep playing. You know what I'm saying? So it may get left there, but Xbox has to. Oh, go ahead.
Let me ask you this question: do y'all think the Project Helix will be announced around the Video Game Awards this year?
Probably.
It will be. It's once again, never pass up a chance to show your brand off on the biggest stage. Never pass up that opportunity. And so far, you know, Asha, you know, hopefully she, you know, that's one thing I give Phil credit for, especially during that time. You know, we saw the Series X get debuted at the game. Do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? We're not asking for a date. You know, you can put 2027, whatever you want to put on it, but have it ready to be shown off at the Game Awards. That's the biggest stage.
The games ready first.
Well, the games will be ready.
No.
Go ahead.
What I'm saying is, you show off the system. You make sure you show off at least 3 games that's coming to that system. 3 major games. So, like, remember when PlayStation 5 was shown off, and then they showed off, which the game was crap anyway, but they showed off Godfall.
Yep.
So, yeah, when they announced PlayStation 5 and then they showed off those games at the Game Awards, come on now.
No, I totally agree. Go ahead.
I mean, besides
you got Fable, you have Fable right there.
Right, we got Fable right there. But because they they only showed off Hellblade with the Series X when they first showed it off, or when they first announced it. So, you know, here's the thing: give us at least 3.
Oh, it'll be Elder Scrolls 6. That's standard. What were you gonna say, Mitchie?
Yes.
Well, Jez said today that he doesn't really expect the Helix until 2020 or 2028.
I've seen a lot of reports where they said 2027, but go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mitchie.
Yeah, so he was saying 2028. So then that would mean that and PlayStation 6 would come out at the same time. Makes sense.
It would make sense in a no, okay. So
and
this is my pushback
because of hardware, how it is.
Uh-huh.
You know, and the issues they have with getting chips and stuff. That's why he thinks it's going to be 2028.
Yeah, no, I mean it would make sense.
Stuff too.
Yeah, no, you're right, Mitchie, and you're right, Kano. This is my thing though. In order to catch the wind, right? To get the wind behind your back. So it's to do exactly what you did with the 360 generation. And that is
a year earlier. Yep.
You do it a year earlier.
That's a different age, K-Mega.
I know.
That was a different time.
I know. But if you really want to get that attention, it's like what Husky. I know, but listen what I'm saying. But you come a year earlier and then do what Husky is talking about. I think we all agree on that. Show, announce it at the VGAs, and then you have your Xbox Direct to give us an actual date. And you showed that premiere game at the VGAs, but then you show a list of games that's going to be available with your flagship, which would be Elder Scrolls 6 exclusive on Project Helix. Then the biggest factor, and I know this sounds crazy as hell. I know it does, but come in a little cheaper than what everybody's anticipating. Come in a little bit cheaper. I know Viper. I know what you're going to say.
Sure.
Yeah, well, yeah, and so if you say so let's say that they show it off at the VGAs this year, and then they have the Xbox Direct in January. No, go ahead. Say it again.
I said that. So when they showed off Series X, they showed it off in 19, right?
Yeah.
And it came out in 20.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you could expect if it comes out in 28, you're not going to see it until 27.
You could, but you also could sit there and get people prepared to start saving money.
It 2 years ahead of time.
You could put a year and a half, like you could.
They're not going to announce a price.
You don't have to. You do not have to put that console out in November of 2028. You can put that shit out in February or around tax time of 2028.
To his point, I will say they have started the marketing. They have started the marketing for the Project Helix. You know, they send out a lot of the Xbox people or whatever.
Yeah, but that's not its name.
I mean, but correct. However, but it's still the marketing aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? I get what you're saying, Mitchie. And I mean, whether they put it out at 27 or 28, my thing of it is, I just say show it off. Like, I'm not saying this. You don't have to say it's done. You could say you can show off. Maybe show off some of it, playing some of the games or whatever the case may be, and you know, you don't got to put a date. Just put a name. Hey, Project Helix coming. Or, you know what I'm saying? And then if you want to put 2028 or whatever, because my thing is I wouldn't show it off at the direct they do it, like the developer thing they do in January. You know, you show it off at the Game War. I mean, at the Game Awards, you won't see it again until the showcase. That's what I would do. You know what I'm saying? You still get, especially if it's not coming out until, especially if you're not gonna do it at 28, you show it off on a big stage, you show it off again at the at the showcase of 2027, and then that's when you can show off or give a release date or speculation of when it comes. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on.
Yeah.
I have a better idea.
Okay.
What you got?
Show it off this year at the VGAs. Then when it comes to your direct, that's when you give all the details of you give all the details of the console, the power of it, what it can do.
Yeah.
Then you drop the bomb and say it's going to come out at the showcase.
Well, no. You can even do better than that. I mean, you can even do better than that. That's what I was trying to say is like when the Xbox Direct comes out next year, you do what you just said, the details. And then with talk about the power, show the gameplay of the certain games that you showcase games, and then tease gamers until June. And say and come out with like, this is when we're going to give you our date and our time. But if you keep people to sit there and to say, oh shit, this shit is, when is it coming? Let us know. And then you got those other game shows. I'm not game shows, but you also got those electronic shows that's in between January and June. I forget what it's called. I forget what those where they show the TVs and all different types of stuff.
Yes, you got
January.
Yes. And then you got GDC, but that's not showing off technology. That's just showing off developer stuff. I think those are the only two things that's happening.
Right. So, and then go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, and I get what you're saying, but my only thing of it is I'm with Kay on this, and I think building the hype for it.
Yes.
Not like building the hype for it slowly but surely, sprinkling stuff in there. I think that's going to help them more than anything. You build that hype for this game, for this new console, and then I get what you're saying, but at the same time, you get people who are. I'm on Twitter all the time. I see those people, the going back and forth, and it's like you build this hype for a console. You tell them, and you can do it to direct and give them details about what all it can do, and maybe show it running and switching from your Xbox dashboard or switching to Steam and all that stuff. Doing that, doing it. Then at the showcase, you show, if you're ready, then you give a release date. You show off a little bit more, even if it isn't until at the end, even if it is until 2028. You give them some more details, and you build the hype for this console. But my only thing about it is, and I would do to Sony what they did to us.
Yes,
I'll wait.
Yes,
I don't give them I don't give a price. I don't give them anything until Sony announces the PS6 to be petty. To be all right. So we go wait till y'all, let y'all do y'all. I'm gonna show you all this, and then when Sony come out and get a PlayStation 6 and announce the price, do what Kay said. We go undercut.
We're gonna undercut you.
Loss.
So
that's just me being petty. But
I love the pettiness. But
that's what you have to do. That's what Xbox has to do. Why do you think that the 360 was such the beloved console, even though they were outsold by the PlayStation 3? People don't talk about the PlayStation goddamn 3 no more. People don't talk about the Wii. No, they talk about the 360 in that generation because it was beloved and because it did what it did. You have to be in this game right now. The console wars is back. If we like to say it or not, ladies and gentlemen, the console wars is back. It's time for Xbox to be petty. And I think that Asha. Goddamn, Asha. I think Asha is yes, like a new dish. Listen, they're young. They're vibrant, and hell, young kids, these young folks today, they petty. Be fucking petty. Bring that smoke back to Xbox. Let Xbox say, I'm throwing the smoke. I'm not taking it, I'm throwing it. And that's what and that's what you gotta do.
Hold on.
That's what you gotta do.
I understand the pettiness. I want them to be petty too. But they gotta be like Bernie Mac. He's like, if I bust a nut and you don't bust a nut, then you out of luck. Okay. All he got is 2 minutes. And if you don't come, then
bro, a whole year of seeing of listening to Xbox, of what Xbox is going to be bringing with this Helix, and then just think about what happened this generation. How long PlayStation took it all the way to September before they sit there and release the price and let you know when it was going to be released. They waited until September.
That's why Microsoft, when they release it in June, listen to me, when they release it in June, they release it at 600. This is what I feel.
Oh, bro, 600, that's crazy. No console is going to be 600. We ain't going to see no 600s no more, brother. I'm sorry.
I'm going to say what I'm saying. The fact is, you release the console at 600.
Yeah.
It's much more powerful than the PlayStation 6. When the PlayStation 6 come out, they're going to try to get to 500, but they know that they can't. And so they're stuck at like 7, 9. $8, or $900.
Brother, I'm letting you know right now. Amy Hood and the four business people of Apocalypse at Microsoft will not. And let me repeat that with the four business horsemen of Apocalypse at Microsoft will not let the Helix be $600. It would be the ultimate killer shot for Xbox. Xbox would sell insanely, but it's not going to happen because the PlayStation is going to be at least $800, $700 if we're fortunate. Listen, it's $800. What'd you say?
What a pro? The Pro is
what? The Pro is $900. The Pro is $900 right now.
So the 6 is gonna be 8 at least 1,000. It's gonna be.
It's gonna be 8. It's gonna be 8.
I don't think it's gonna. If it's my thing of it is, it's not gonna come out and be less powerful. It's not gonna come out and be less powerful than the Pro. So if the Pro is still the price it is right now at the time of release of the PS6, it's going to be at least 900 to 1,000. They're not going to come out with a new console that's less than their most current high end console out. So unless it comes out and it's less powerful than the Pro, I can maybe see that. But at the same point is you're not going to release a new console or make a new console that's less powerful than your current high end or current model you got out there, even if it's not the base.
They're planning on doing 2 SKUs like Microsoft did.
I get that. The thing about
I think they're going to be more than 2 SKUs. Go ahead.
Even if they do, they're going to make it more of affordability. They're trying to find ways to make it have more accessibility and affordability. Because I remember I should say that. No,
listen to me. If they come out, I want if that happens, I want everybody that was cooking Xbox for making a Series S to cook PlayStation. I better see it because my only because I didn't like. I mean, I wasn't a huge fan of the S, but I didn't trash or anything because of the simple fact it's still a good console. It still can run the certain game, things like that. Yeah. My only thing I did not like is the whole parity clause where everything that worked on the X had to work on the S. That was the only thing I did not like. But if PlayStation comes out with more than 1 SKUs, whether affordability or not, they should get cooked. They should get cooked because I've seen so many times where people hollered about the S is holding back the Xbox. S is holding back the Xbox. It wasn't the S, it was the parity clause that was holding back some of those games. That's why we didn't get Baldur's Gate delayed, all the other stuff. But they better get cooked. I better see them people riding and crying about it on the internet because I got so tired of seeing them. They won't. We won't. But I got so tired of people. Yeah, I got so tired of people saying it about the S. I still see it to this day, whether S or whatever the case may be. Bro, listen, let it go,
man.
Don't
forget that the developers decided to cut back on certain things, and they wanted to be petty with Microsoft when it came to the S.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I need to see them same developers need to be talking about Sony as well.
Okay, so
same developers.
All right, so I want to make this last point, and then I want Kano to sit there and be the last point on this topic, or unless anybody else want to come in and jump in on this. But I do want to give a big shout out to I ain't seen my brother AJ Felton in a minute. What's happening with you, bro? And then also Jazzy Noob, he sit there and said when we were bringing up about like the sale, the rumors about Microsoft selling Xbox. He said worst case it becomes a subsidiary like LinkedIn or GitHub, but after investing all that money, they are not selling. So, you know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense. Now, what Husky brought up, that makes more sense to me if Xbox decides, because if you listen to the interview that Asha, did I say that right?
Yeah.
Asha. Okay. Asha. Okay. All right. What Asha said in her interview at Bloomberg, I believe it was, she said, by 2030, we will be the number one gaming or the number one entertainment gaming space. So I think that is the deadline. I think that Sadia the Godfather sit there and told her, okay, I got the 4 horsemen of business apocalypse off your back. Here's the blank check. Make this shit work. You got it till 2030. If not, business decisions will be made. I think what you said, Husky, it goes a long way. But I'm going to read this right fast, and then Kato, I want you to finish this topic off, but it says, okay, so right here, all these issues right here is kind of all culminated into what's going on. And one is like, okay, so the layoffs that we're hearing. And so it said a lot of the problems stem from met expectations, which we were talking about, that 30 to 40% is goddamn stupid. That's where corporations, they sit there and they get to 30 to 40%. That's just stupid. Anyway,
Corporate's gonna corporate.
Yeah, corporate's going to corporate, no doubt. Expensive cancellations, like we just seen Perfect Dark, Contraband, so many others that got canceled.
Hey, why you have to bring up Perfect Dark, man? That was my game. That was going to be my game of the year, man.
Brother, if I got to deal with Scalebound getting canceled, you got to deal with that.
Exactly.
So anyway, all right, expensive development, which was like for Halo. Look, Halo is going to Unreal Engine 5, even though they had the Slip Space engine, and that cost $500 million, a quarter to $500 million. And then you look and you see the chip shortages, which is a problem all across the board. And then you're just looking at the Xbox, just being in a bad spot. It's in bad shape. So again, we could see why this rumor can make sense, but there's so many things and factors that happen. And you look at what's going on with Sony as well. Nobody's talking about Sony's going to sell off PlayStation.
Bungie.
Right. And I mean, they've had tons of cancellations. They've put in billions and billions of dollars, and they're nowhere near the same type of company when it comes to equity like Microsoft. So, Kano, to finish this off, your initial thoughts of everything that you heard. Do you think that it is a good idea that to announce the Project Helix a little bit earlier and wait for what PlayStation do to undercut? Or do you just think that they just need to come out and go balls to the wall and just say, this thing is coming out early, this is it, here's the games, boom? Where are you at on all of this?
Well, I'm a petty person. Everybody knows that. I'm petty to the max. You feel me? I think they need to do what they need to do. Wait till Sony does that price point, then go ahead and undercut them. You know what I'm saying? I say undercut them by like at least $50 to $100 of their price point. You hear me? And at the end of the day, show some fire games. Personally, for me, I'd rather wait for either platform to go around 29, 30 because I still feel like we need to maximize the Series X and S with their machines. That's just personally for me. And I feel like we haven't seen the best yet for the Series X and PS5 yet, even though with PlayStation 5, they are basically kind of behind in the sense of their first-party titles. And I already know what happened with Concord, so I ain't got to speak on that. But when it comes to Microsoft, it's competition again. And I feel like when it comes to the competitive nature of Microsoft, I'm seeing it slowly but surely making its way to the surface. And it's needed for the gaming culture as far as those three brands because it brings out the best of the developers to create some phenomenal games. If y'all remember back with the 360, the PS3 and the Nintendo Wii, they was taking risks and putting out phenomenal games on their platforms. PlayStation got too overconfident after the PlayStation 4 with their sales, and you look at PS5, it's abysmal with their first party lineup. But when it comes to like Xbox, be petty, be competitive, and do what they got to do to showcase why Project Helix is the platform to wanting for people to play. Figure facts, no fiction.
No doubt. No doubt.
Just want to jump in.
Yeah, go ahead. I was going to say, anybody else wanted to finish off with that?
I just want to ditto with everything that Kano said, man. Be competitive. Definitely be petty, man. Listen. It's time to show them your teeth a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like you're in a fight. You know what I'm saying? Get the Alka-Seltzer, put in your mouth, intimidation factor, all that. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Let's be petty. Let's show this fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
we want to see that, but are they that hardcore to do that?
Yeah. Case in point. Hold on. Let me make this point. Case in point. What Arsha did to piss off Sony with the Halo. Asha. God damn, man.
It's not Ursha. It's Asha.
Asha. Okay, you know what? Asha. How you say her last name? Sharma? You say is her last name Sharma?
Yeah, it's Sharma.
I'm just gonna say Sharma. I'm just gonna say with Sharma. Okay, Sharma. That's easier.
Or I would say, just think of just instead of saying all shucks, just all shuck. Hey, Asha.
Okay.
Asha.
Okay. All right. Damn. Okay.
But I agree with
Xbox CEO
that her pulling back the Halo trailer, whatever, and pissing. And somebody was like, she pissed. My homeboy sent it to me. Like, man, Xbox pissed off Microsoft, damaged relationships. I'm like, what relationships? What relationship did she damage? PlayStation wasn't sending any of their games over to Xbox. We damn sure wasn't getting Spider-Man, God of War, any of those. So what? Ratchet and Clank, anything? What
only game we got from them was Helldivers 2.
Yep.
But Helldivers 2 was a second party game.
Yep. Because they pulled their games from PC, now we won't be able to get most of their games that's on the PC on the Helix.
Listen,
yep, that's true.
I think they're gonna backpedal on that. Maybe in about, I ain't saying right
6
now.
months. 6 months.
I'll give them. I was gonna give them like 2 years, and the reason being, I'm saying that PlayStation play. I've said it before. I'm gonna say it again. PlayStation players aren't buying their first party games like they.
That's true.
You look at. I need to go check the numbers. I haven't checked the numbers, but I heard great things about Soros. But did Soros actually sell well?
400. They're at 430 some thousand right now.
No. Hey, you made a valid point because I was talking to Mega about this on my podcast, right? And with these numbers of these games that's not selling well on the PlayStation 5, it really exposed what the reasons of these people buying the PS5 for. You know what I'm saying? For the the casual gamers and the people that buy it for the hub, if y'all know what I mean. But what I'm saying is though. What I'm saying is, though, us as gamers that's on this panel right here, you know what I'm saying? You will see more, I say, within the next, couple of years from now, when we see the next God of War game, whenever that releases, they saying might be 2027, which I doubt it. I don't see it being 2027, but if that game actually does come out, we'll see how much that sells. And matter of fact, we'll see how much Wolverine sells. You feel me?
Got the answer. Soros sold 300,000 copies.
It showed the last time I seen it, it was 400,000, 300 something. But I mean, like 430 some thousand copies, I should say. But I mean,
it hasn't even hit 1 million. Let's just say
it hasn't even hit 500K.
Exactly.
And like you said, and you not only are their first party titles, they're not seeing the sales. Look at some of those third party exclusives they've had. Why do you think Final Fantasy decided to go? They're releasing whatever the Revelation, the last one, is going everywhere.
Yeah,
Switch 2 X is going everywhere. Why do you think they're doing that? Because they aren't reaching the sales goals they initially wanted to reach just on PlayStation. And for that to be a game that so-called PlayStation players love, we're not seeing the sales goals. And I will say God of War, and I think God of War and the fact Wolverine, I think those are outliers. But
Ghost of Yotai did really well though. It's over 4 million, right?
Yeah, well, I'm happy about that. But I'm saying, like, you get those, like, I think God of War is an outlier name. You look at, I think 2018 was the highest selling God of War of all time. Then Ragnarok was right behind it. I think Loud Faith, the discourse they have about Loud Faith, that's something completely different. But I think it will still sell 7 to 10 million. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I think Wolverine will also get up there, but I think those are a little bit of an outlier. I give them a little leeway, but everything else they've been kicking, like when Phantom Blade Zero, because it got pulled back because initially when it was announced, it was supposed to go to Xbox. Then it got turned into an exclusive for PlayStation 4, I guess a time exclusive.
Same as Stellar Blade.
Yeah, Stellar Blade, and Stellar Blade 2 is coming. I think they're gonna. Well,
Stellar Blade 2 most likely gonna be multiplayer, man.
It's gonna be
multiplayer.
I don't know if they're going. I can't remember if they're going to be going on Xbox. But however, the thing of it is, you're gonna see those, I guess, those deals where they got those games to be exclusive. They're not gonna move. Like Phantom Blade Zero. I'm happy it got out of the month of September, but I still don't think it's gonna do as well as it would do if it was maybe multi-plat instead of just a exclusive to PlayStation for the time being. Because I'm pretty sure it's a time exclusive. It's not a full exclusive.
Well, it's going to PC, but their thing is like what people were asking the developers at Phantom Zero Are you concerned about dropping your game around Grand Theft Auto? And their response was, we're not worried about that. We just want to make sure our game is polished properly.
I got a question.
Yeah.
If the PlayStation 5 is so successful and phenomenal, how come these supposing gamers didn't even buy Babylon Fall from Platinum Games?
Bro, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that to them. See, I thought you was coming in here being the voice of reason.
I'm
You doing some GRG stuff over here.
I'm petty today.
Well, we keep what we kill on GRG. Welcome, my brother. Welcome. Go ahead. Continue to keep being petty. I love it.
That's just me. You gotta understand. I'm gonna just say you gotta understand, right? Sorrows sold like 403,000 copies, right?
Yeah, 400. Yeah.
All right. On this panel, did anybody play and beat Sorrows?
Nope.
I'm the
it ain't on PC. I don't want it.
I'm the only one that ended up playing and beating it, right? And to me, it feels like it's almost the same game as Returnal, but just a little bit of little changes here and there. And the story is weak as hell, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at The Last of Us Part 2, right? I'll give you an example. Good gameplay, trash story. I'm keeping it 100.
Yeah. You know what? I can't beat the first one. I can't beat the first Last of Us, but I did enjoy playing The Last of Us 2. But I will say to you, the ending of Last of Us 2 had me thoroughly disappointed, to where I would catch the third Last of Us on sale. I was so disappointed.
They don't even need that right now. They need to just.
Yeah.
Let me say this. I'm sorry to cut you off, Mega. Let me say this.
No, you're good.
When it comes to Sony, man, they need to go back and take risks and create a more diversified lineup of gaming. Sometimes go back to your classic franchises that actually was worthwhile to play. People have been asking about. But it seems like what Roche said was corporate. It's corporate, and basically they just want to play it safe with their games that they already have right now. They thought the Star Wars was going to sell millions of copies, but that was an epic fail. They're looking back into God of War.
Sony is risk averse.
Say it again.
Sony is risk averse.
Yes,
pretty much.
They want no part of being risky.
They don't do that no more.
Be safe. They have Marvel, and that's what they want.
They don't want to be risky. But what happened with Bungie?
Bungie's in a you know what I'm saying. Bungie's in a bad state. Like
they
I said, the only
too
reason
much
why.
in Bungie.
No, I'm gonna say this. The only reason why Sony bought Bungie was just to try to win up on Microsoft because of the ABK deal. That's the whole purpose.
And that was a big risk.
And that was a bad decision because I look at Bungie as a finesse studio because they finessed the hell out of Sony for money. That's just the whole glamour of the situation. And look at Marathon. I know y'all saw the new content that's coming from Marathon. And honestly, not that many people decided. I honestly think Marathon is going to be dead in less than a year.
It might turn into a free-to-play.
If they can, but at this point right now, I don't see anybody you don't see anybody talking about Marathon.
Kano, they cannot afford to pull the plug like they did Concord. They can't. If they do, then Bungie is done. If they pull the cord on them like they did Concord, they will be done. They have to make that a free-to-play. If they have to make it a free-to-play, and they have to hurry up and immediately make another Destiny. That is the only option if they don't get traction.
They need to do if Richard say they need to do a new IP, or if they do like a Destiny, they need to probably about $300 million to. I don't understand why they need that much money to create a game.
But what new IP could they work on?
They could come up with something because Marathon is an old title.
Yeah,
that is old.
I understand that.
I mean, so there was nothing new besides when Destiny first came out. There was nothing new from Bungie. So, I mean, come on. You can come up with something because you came up with Halo. You came up with Marathon back before Halo came out because you did that for Apple. So I'm like, come on now.
Yeah.
Oh man, we got to stand in the building. So I'm gonna put you on blast. My brother sit there and said, we got brother sitting there saying he says, bro, Xbox always crying. Listen, we over here just telling the truth. I don't know why telling the truth hurts. You know what I'm saying? Some people, I don't get it. I don't get it. But we glad that you're here so we can have this discussion. I don't know what. We just having a good friendly discussion. That's all. But anyway, continue, gentlemen.
You know what,
ladies and gentlemen.
He's the same dude that's probably one of the people that bought the PS5 just for the hub and probably got arthritis in his hands.
Damn, Lord have mercy. Kano, don't do that. Don't do that. Anyway, we're gonna have to get off this topic. This is a fantastic topic. We will definitely be talking about this in the future, but we got to move on. I want to get into the exclusive situation. What Asha? I said it right. Yes. Okay. What Asha said.
Finally, let's give him a round of applause.
Thank you. Let me be country. And I said so. What Asha said. But it's not about the exclusive part. We all agree pretty much, I think, on the panel that I think we're happy about what she did with E-Day and what she did with Clockwork Revolution. But she also said this, and I can't wait. And I'm going to go straight to you on this one first, Mitchie. What is your initial thoughts about what she said in an interview by saying they're thinking about wanting to also do not only first-party exclusives, but also do second and third-party exclusive? Is that a good idea or is that too ambitious? What do you think about that, Minchie?
I don't think it's too ambitious. Okay, so we went from doing what they did in the 360 by getting back in ancient history 360 by getting exclusives from third parties and doing all that stuff and second parties and having our own exclusives, to then coming into Xbox One and Series S was saying, well, we're just not making enough all of our exclusives, so then we will give them to PlayStation. Well, not give, there's money involved. And so we can make more money on them. So, if you cast a wide net, you catch more fish, right? That's the idea.
Mm-hmm.
That's the idea. Cast a wide net, catch more fish. But I think they discovered that some of their games can't really catch that many fish. That was the problem. Like, sure, Forza and Grounded, those are games that are multiplayer and that are appealing. Stuff like South of Midnight, which is a great game, it's just not appealing to everyone.
Right. Yeah.
So I think it's a good plan, but it's going to take a few years. They're not going to be able to do that all at once, because that takes planning. Like, to have Persona 6 on their stage in green, that was funny. That was quite enjoyable.
I loved it.
Yeah, love it.
Yep. But that's an accomplishment, to have it on their stage and not to even touch Sony's stage after all this time. So I think it'll take time to do those things. It just won't happen all at once.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with that. Let me go to you on this one, Viper. Do you agree with Minchie, or do you think that this might be a little bit too ambitious? I'm seeing people in the chat, you know what I'm saying, and I'm seeing people saying go balls to the wall, Xbox. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? And then I see what Negan is saying over here. He's like, and thank you for the new sub. Hey, if you guys are new to this channel, man, thank you guys for coming through. Hit that subscribe button. It's free, man. Hit the like button. I can't wait to hear your comments, man. All of you. I know that there's people that's listening to us on Twitter X, man. Thank y'all guys for coming through. You know what I'm saying? The links in the description for everybody, man. Go hit those. Go follow them everywhere where they at. You know what I'm saying? But man, thank you guys for coming through tonight. Especially when GRG doesn't come through every week. But we do thank you guys for coming through. But what do you think, Viper? Is this too ambitious for Xbox to make this move, man? Go for second and third party exclusives?
What did the hand say to the face?
Slap.
Now listen to me. They need to act like Rick James, bitch.
Bitch. Yeah.
So this is what needs to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Do what Sony did to us. We all remember Stellar Blade.
Yep.
Remember when they first started off, said that, oh, it's coming to all consoles, right?
Yep.
Xbox, PlayStation, Switch. Nope. Sony decided to make it all exclusive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then, what other games did they take away from Xbox? They took away a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, how about this? Every single game that we said we were going to give them, take it away. I don't give a fuck. Yes, I know you all want the money because you cast that wide net and you can catch more fish, but I don't give a fuck. Take away Halo. Take away Gears. Even take away Doom. Shit. Get rid of it from the store. Take away Flight Simulator.
Take it all.
Take it all away. Fable should never have gone to PlayStation.
Oh, absolutely. That is, if there is a bigger fail, and you know how much I love Phil and Sarah Bond and the team, you know how much I covet them. That was a fail. That was an L. Continue, please.
Senua was another one. Now, of course, I'm looking at the list here.
Mm-hmm.
I think no, Senua is also going to PlayStation, right?
Yeah. Hellblade 2 already went to PlayStation. Yeah.
You know,
we just started off, but it was a what was it? Second, third party exclusive for PlayStation when first Hellblade came out. So,
yep. Shouldn't have given them State of Decay 3. Shouldn't have given them
multiplayer game.
That is true. Mitchie's right. That is a multiplayer game. You can kind of let them cook.
3 is a multiplayer.
Yeah, you can let it. You can throw them.
As many players as you get.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Sony is being stingy. Sony is being stingy.
Talk that
and
shit.
Why the hell do we have to share our toys? And this little bitch over here can't even give us more than just Helldivers 2. Explain that to me. This kid,
because they don't make multiplayer games.
This kid in the sandbox is pissing me off. I gotta share my toys, and this bitch won't share their toys. Fuck you. That's all I got to say. Because the fact is, I got all of the games, and PlayStation ain't got no games. So why the fuck do I have to worry about you not giving me anything, and I have to give you all of my stuff? And I think that was the same argument when they were purchasing ABK. Oh, we got to keep it all on the other platforms for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, really? I'm buying it. It's mine. I should do with it what I want to do with it. So it should be on my platform so I can sell consoles. That's business. Now, the fact that I have to kowtow to you and let you have all my games so that you don't feel like, oh, I'm bullying you. I'm creating a monopoly. Fuck you. Go fuck yourself. Sideways, up and down, left and right, whatever. Diagonal, I don't give a fuck. Find a vibrator.
Cut him. Loose.
The fact that these motherfuckers over here at Sony.
There's nothing wrong with the vibrator, by the way.
Let's go. Hey. Listen.
No, you talked about it. You know what you're gonna get. Okay.
Listen. Yes, thank you so much, Mitchie, for that information. We agree. We agree. The ladies do need that. So, indeed. Continue, Viper.
She just threw me off.
that ain't even me. I'm telling you now, Mitchie's a boss now, man. She's on her Bernadette, man, from Big Bang Theory. She's a monster, bro. That is incredible. Anyway, all right.
Well, what I'm saying is the fact that if Sony's gonna be this way, then Microsoft needs to play hardball. Okay, so all these games that came from Microsoft from their own bowels, okay, it shouldn't be going over the PlayStation. It shouldn't be shared with them. Now, granted, I am also of the mind that yes, let everybody play the games. Let everybody be on equal footing in terms of playing games together. But if you got a competitor that is going to be sneaky, underhanded, and being a little bitch,
Sony some dirty motherfuckers. Let's keep it real. They some dirty motherfuckers. Sony, PlayStation, y'all are some dirty motherfuckers. I mean it, and I mean it with my chest out. Y'all are some dirty, crooked son of a bitches. Anyway.
Yes.
Boy.
And the fact is, we need to go down in the dirt. It ain't about if they go low, we go high. Fuck
now that era, I love me some Michelle Obama. I love me some Michelle Obama, but now we in a whole nother time now. You get low, we gotta go lower.
Yes. We got to go underneath the crust of the earth. Okay,
you get to the crust of the earth. Well, shit, I gotta go. I gotta be in the goddamn in the Arctic. I gotta come back out on the other end. You start in America. I gotta come out, and you go into the crest. I gotta be in China. It don't fucking matter. It get ignorant. Xbox. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Right.
Goddamn fool.
Because the fact is, they're not playing fair, neither shall we. Okay? So the fact is, all of the games that they want to pull from PC because they know that we're getting a Helix and we are going to have PC and Xbox all in one console. Oh, let's pull our games from PC so that way they can't get access to our games. Oh, okay. How about this? All the games that we promised you, we're going to pull them from your store. You ain't. That's what needs to happen. Now see what happens. Because the fact is, your ass ain't got no games being released on a regular basis. We do. We've got the titles. Now everybody's
more games coming too.
Damn right. Everybody is now saying Xbox got games. What does Sony have? They only releasing one of their first party title a year?
Well, first party titles. They max, you get 2 big first party titles a year from Sony.
Exactly.
This
year they got Soros and they got Wolverine. Well, possibly Wolverine. We'll see.
No, Wolverine's coming out in September. No, that was supposed to come out. That was supposed to come out like 2 years ago.
No, 2025 it was supposed to come out.
Then they had Sons of Sparta that came out early this year.
See, Kato, I'm gonna go to you next, Kato. You stop, man. You stop. See, you're supposed to be the voice of reason around here. You were supposed to be the voice of reason.
The thing is, once people start hearing logic coming out of my mouth,
Mitchie, after hearing what you said here earlier, I don't know what's going on. This isn't the Mitchie that I do about 5 months ago. But anyway.
But
yes, young lady, you are still the voice of reason.
Microsoft needs to get down and dirty and, fight in the weeds, because the fact is Sony is not going to let up. And if they're not going to let up, then we need to get our knees down in their throat. Okay? Punch them in the throat like Bernie Mac says, because they're not going to stop.
Nope.
So if they won't stop, then we won't stop. Can't stop.
Ooh, I like it. I wanted to post this. My main man Verge Brizzle. You know what I'm saying? He has been a listener for a very long time with like Jazzy Noop and Yobi and Rain G4. Yeah, I appreciate you guys that's been loyal to the soil with me from the very get. But you know what I'm saying? I have to say this right here. He said, Mega never folded. Please support. I've always kept it real. I don't hate PlayStation or Nintendo or anything like that. I want everybody to thrive, but I'm an Xbox guy. Always have been since I've been doing this content, and always will be until the ship sinks. So it's just what it is, man. But thank you so much for that, Verge. But I will also put up here what we'll say this, and then I'll go to you, Kano. This is how, and this is, if you don't believe me about how Sony operates, you just got to look at the past of how they did. Look at what Sony just recently did. They were putting their games on PC. I'm enjoying PlayStation games, the definitive edition on them, playing them on my 4080, and I'm looking and seeing the beautiful work that the studios have done for Sony. I'm like, damn, boy, these games are popping. They look so good. They so crisp. And then they got scared of the Steam machine, and they got scared of Project Helix, and they said, you know what? We're taking our ball and going home. And I'm like, I got to resort back to the PlayStation 5? Bro, are you kidding me? I'm not paying $900 for no PlayStation Pro. I don't even, really? Like, I mean, there's certain games that I play because the power of Play Anywhere that Xbox offers. There's some games that I'm like, do I really want to play this on my Series X? I mean, my Series X. And I'm like, nah, I want to play Crimson Desert, want to play Hellblade 2. It looks good. Nah, this shit popping on my PC. And PlayStation said, no, I'm taking my ball and going home. And then they do all these second and third party deals. Just think about if you took away all the second and third party deals that they had just last gen in the PlayStation 4 era, how bare bones would that console would have been before they came with their huge slate of games? I don't know. Kano, what is your thoughts about this? About Asha talking about Asha saying that she wants to do second and third party exclusives.
And you was asking if there was more ambitious, or you think?
Yes, is it too ambitious, or is it like, yeah, no, it makes perfect sense. Where are you at?
It's not ambitious at all. Well, I'm gonna say it like this: it's ambitious, but at the same time, it's like they're finding ways to improve to make sure that us gamers get the games that we would like to play. If that makes any sense.
No, it makes perfect sense. Yeah.
Now, if you look at the type of games we all play, you know what I'm saying? Me personally, I'm a single player guy, so I like to play hack and slash games, action RPGs, stuff like that, nature, right? And fighting games and all that stuff. But anywho, I digress. With them going into like the second and third party element of exclusivity, that's a beautiful thing, because at the end of the day, we're going to see games from all over the globe. Like if you look at Sony right now, they got something called the China Hero Project and the India Hero Project. I don't know if y'all familiar with that, where they get games and try to put exclusivity in that realm for PlayStation. So if you look at Microsoft, they're going to go in that realm of putting more, Japanese titles and Chinese titles on Xbox, and it seems like that is going to be more of the case in the future. And I love that, and we need that. You know what I'm saying? As far as us as playing a diverse lineup of gaming. You dig what I'm saying? The ambition side of it is that they just want to see the improvements of Xbox to make it substantially better in the gaming space, and also show people, yes, we got way more games than you can imagine, way more exclusives than you can imagine. We're not going to put out on tap hold one title a year and stuff like that. They want to show that, yes, we're going to be that place to play our consoles or on the PC side. We're going to have the games where you can play Xbox anywhere. That's where I see it at. Now, as far as like Sony is concerned, I'm trying to say the voice of reason. I'm trying not to be petty. I'm trying my hardest not to be petty. All right, bear with me. Be petty. All right. Oh man. Okay. Anyways, now when it comes to PlayStation, all right, PlayStation right now is in a debacle of trying to take away stuff from PC, which y'all was saying prior. And all right, I gotta be petty. I'm sorry.
Hey.
I'm sorry. If Sony's taking away all these games for people that like to play games on PC, that's crazy. And people may not know way back in like the 90s, Nintendo and Sony, they were supposed to collab on doing like their own CD type of, but then Sony basically undermined them and did the conniving thing of creating a PlayStation. And then now there's a lot of friction. There was a lot of friction back then. And to this day, there's still issues with that. It's not resolved within Nintendo and PlayStation. I don't think they're ever going to be that way. So
technically the Super NES CD-ROM was the Nintendo PlayStation.
Exactly.
It's supposed to be.
Exactly.
And Sony wanted 100% of all disc sales And Nintendo was like, hell no.
Exactly. Now, let's go ahead and get back to Asha. They're saying it's ambitious. They're doing what they're supposed to do to make sure that players will know that Xbox is going to be the place to play the games on Xbox and PC. So to end it off, Asha's doing what she's supposed to do. Matt B's doing what he's supposed to do. And I think next 5 years from now, we're going to see, even next year alone, we're going to see some fire games that we're going to be definitely be playing next year. I'm excited. Alano's excited, and let's rock and roll. Let's see what they're going to have.
No doubt. Hey, man. Hey, one of OG GRG members. Hey, my girl Delilah. What's happening, sister? Long time no see. Xbox tax baby. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Yes. What's going on with you, Delilah? What's going on? Hope you and the Grown Women Gaming crew are doing very, very well. I didn't see anything. Did y'all not go? Did y'all not get a chance to go to any of the events in LA? You know what I'm saying? If y'all, I know y'all be going out, especially Infamous. She be getting out, but you know what I'm saying. But no, you know what I'm saying. Good shout out to you and the ladies of GWG. Go check them out every Saturday morning. Central time for me is like 10 a.m. They early. I'm just now getting up. I catch them, listen, stalk, get the hell on, be playing some games, but man, go check the ladies out. And thanks for the super chat. You know what I'm saying? Rain G4, he says PlayStation, where thumbs touch. Man, y'all are messy tonight. He ain't lying. Anyway, but Husky, what you think, brother? Is it too ambitious for I should have sit there to go and reach for the sky and get second and third party exclusives for Xbox? What do you think?
It is absolutely not too ambitious for
Let's
her
go.
to go get it.
Let's go.
Listen, I'm a big believer in. I don't like the console war or anything like that. However, competition is what we want. You know what I'm saying? Iron sharpens iron. And you do what you got to do to make your brand the best place for your consumers. I don't care. You can't worry about what PlayStation is doing. You can't listen. We've seen what they did. And I know y'all just said they're underhanded and they backstabbing and all the other stuff.
Yeah, I'm laughing at Negan saying Sony gave Phil a side bitch. Like he said, like talking about Hell divers too.
You look at what Sony did. Granted, underhand and all that stuff it may be, but what they were trying to do, they were trying to make sure they had the best products for their consumers. Asha needs to do the same.
Yes,
if you want to compete in this market, you need to be able to do the same. I'm not saying go and get everything, but you make sure you go and get these games that they show off and don't have anybody. You go and get these games. You go and get them, bring them over to Xbox, allow these people to create. Imagine how crazy it would have been if the game of the year was an Xbox exclusive. Imagine if Expedition 33 was an Xbox exclusive.
Man, bro.
You understand? You understand what
Bro.
I'm saying? Like, imagine just that alone from that. So my thing of it is their next title. Hey, listen, I don't even care if it's a timed exclusive. Ain't nobody gonna know about it till it come out on PlayStation a year and a half or two later. You understand what I'm saying? We gonna make this because they don't. We gonna put it out on PC and Xbox in the clear obscure, whatever it is. It's gonna be Xbox console exclusive, at least for a year, if not longer. You know what I'm saying? At least
until they get sweep the Game Awards.
You know what I'm saying?
They sweep the Game Awards, then it can come out on PlayStation.
You still need 6 months after that because I still need people to buy on Xbox. You ain't got to tell them when. My thing is, you build your brand. You make sure your stuff. You take one thing I've always been told. You take care of home. I don't care. Like you take care of home. And once again, love Phil, love Sarah, But like everybody's been saying in the chat, man, you gave away all of this for essentially a two-piece. You ain't even get a biscuit. You just got a two-piece.
So
You understand?
here's the thing: they had to give it away because of Amy Hood and Satya Nadella.
Well, the four business horsemen of apocalypse. Yes, that is true.
Maybe so, and that may be true. However, shout out and still, I'm not here to trash Phil or Sarah. I love both of them. I'm thankful for the stuff they did do, but like I said, we got to a point where it is now, and Asha's having to basically hit reset and do everything to try to correct or right the ship. And we need that. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it got to a point, and it may have been Amy Hood and Nadal and all those that had them looking at making people think, or had them feeling like Xbox is not, we need to get out of this market. We need to get away from this. We need to move away from this. But because I'm still, I'm not like super hurt on Halo, because it's Halo Combat Evolved or whatever. It's the first one. It's a remake of the first one. I don't think they should have got it, but wait a
minute.
Go ahead.
Don't be butthurt about that one, because it's the same thing that should have been with The Last of Us 1 and 2. How they remade that. It's the same old game, but they remade that, and they never brought that to Xbox.
Yeah, correct. That's what I'm saying. I'm not super hurt about that one. However, like I said, they shouldn't have gotten it, but they damn sure shouldn't have gotten the brand new spanking baby out the box this Fable game that's coming out.
Right.
Man, they said Braid said that they only gave Phil a box of Pop biscuits, boy, with no drink. What are you doing? Oh Lord. Keep going. I'm sorry.
Hey, let me say this. Let me say this real
Just
fast.
dry.
Let me say this real fast. Okay. So Halo Combat Evolved is dropping like next month, right? For all platforms, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what if they would add that multiplayer? I guarantee you 99% of the time, the individuals that would like play multiplayer is mainly gonna be on Xbox and PC, and the people on PlayStation is just gonna play the single player component of it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at PlayStation, it's not really known for their multiplayer games. A lot of service games on that higher scale for their exclusive titles, and Microsoft's more so known for that. Like, okay, if you look at like Gears of War, right? Gears of War ED that's coming out, most likely they're gonna have that multiplayer aspect to it, where you're gonna have the horde modes and the different modes in the multiplayer side into the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's say if EA would have went to PlayStation, would they go and play the multiplayer like how Xbox gamers and PC gamers would play that, or no?
No, because
probably not.
They didn't buy Gears Reloaded. The fact that they didn't buy Gears Reloaded, that's the reason they're not getting Gears E-Day.
Exactly. And you see a lot of people port e-begging for Gears E-Day, which they're not going to get. In the words of Invo, they never going to get it, never going to get it, never going to get it, never going to get it.
And as they should. Like I said, Fable shouldn't be on there. Like that was one. If you know what I'm saying, your three flagship titles was Gears, Halo, and Fable. I get putting Reloaded on there because it's a remake. You giving them, I get that. You trying to tease them a little bit. Hey, try this out. Come over here for the rest. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they're trying to do the same thing with Halo Combat Evolved. Try this out. You like it? We got a whole lot more over here. Come over here and get the rest on. You know what I'm saying? But you giving them the brand new Fable. Like, it ain't even.
They should have gave them the 360 Fables.
Exactly. You should.
They should have gave them nothing.
Fable. But you shouldn't have. They should have did that. But.
Man, y'all some petty some bitches on this show tonight. Yeah, hey, listen,
it's a business.
I'm not mad at it. Yep.
It's a business, and you won't, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say this, and because I meant to say this after the showcase. I need for all my people that are praising Asha and for pulling back Clockwork Revolution and Gears of War E-Day. Gears of War E-Day comes out this year. Go buy it.
Support
Do not
it.
just play it on Game Pass. Go buy it.
Well, y'all already know I don't have Game Pass anymore, so I buy my shit.
That's what I'm saying. But listen, we know you. We appreciate.
They dropped the price. They dropped the price, Viper.
Go.
I know they dropped the price, but it needed to go back to 20. It's at 23.
Listen,
Oh my God.
whatever you want to do, Viper.
Standing on
You know what I'm
business,
saying?
bitch.
Just support it by the game.
Yeah, so the support.
So however many Xbox consoles out there, PC, whatever you plan on, buy it. Go buy it. I ain't telling you got to get the shut up the big boy edition and all that stuff. You can buy the regular edition. Just buy it. That's all I want is y'all to support these games.
Right.
So that's what they're gonna. Because granted, they lower the price on Game Pass, and that's fine. Hell, if you want to just buy a physical copy,
they features too. They features did everything. Changes.
If you want to buy a physical copy and keep it wrapped up,
I'll be right back.
You can still play it on Game Pass. That's fine. I ain't telling you got to use this if you don't want to, but just buy it. Put the support out there so they can see, hey, we made the right decision. We made the right decision by keeping this here, and our consumers went out and made sure to back us up. I can say she put a job on the line, but I put my tail on the line to bring this, to make sure this was a console exclusive only for us. Y'all go buy it. Go support it. Go pick it up day one.
At the end of the day, though, too, before Asha took over, there was a lot of deals that was already in place. So that Sony game and other games that all could have been signed and deal before all of that came into fruition, and you're just now starting to see it. Even though I personally wish that Phil and Sarah would have kept their competition going to keep their games on, Microsoft, like Fable, especially Fable, man. That should have definitely stayed exclusive to Microsoft at the end of the day. But the deals were already in place. It looks like, and it seems like when it comes to Clockwork's Revolution, Gears of War EA, and these are just a start. And we're going to definitely see more games go more in that exclusive way because you can see the competition nature within Asha and them. They're definitely going back into that competitive space. Even though for me, to people that don't know, I'm not a fanboy. No, I just play games into my enjoyment, and I just have fun trolling. That's just me. But at the end of the day, Microsoft, they're basically changing the tune, changing things, and trying to show that they're here to stay, that they're going to have that competitive nature, and they're going to be competing where they need to compete. And people that say that Xbox ain't got no games, Xbox got the games. In 2017, they may not have all them studios like that, but now they got them games. They got the studios, and they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. And that's correcting what was mistaken and righting their wrongs and trying to show that they're here to stay. And go ahead.
So I have a question for you. You said there was already deals in place. What about the deals that were in place when these other publishers had games that were going to come to Xbox and Sony took them and made? You
talking about like Stellar Blade at one point?
I'm talking about all the games that were supposed to come to Xbox.
You know what? You make a valid point. That is a very, very valid point.
Those two companies broke the contracts.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, Sony decided to put up money to say that, hey, we'll get Baldur's Gate exclusive. Then we'll go ahead and get Black Myth Wukong exclusive.
I was just going to make that point.
Then we're going to get Stellar Blade exclusive. Then we're going to get whatever other game that
Token.
What was that?
Token, the fighting game with the Marvel characters, Token.
Yeah, Sony put money up for that game. That's a PlayStation.
It doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter. I mean, how many games have Xbox put? Go ahead. I'm just saying. Like
I was gonna say, with Token.
Look at Rise of the Tomb Raider when Microsoft put the money up for that, and then everybody got on their case because why are you making it exclusive? Okay, get on the case of Sony anytime they make games that are exclusive that should have been on all consoles.
My only thing with Token is, so there is a bit of a decent fighting game community on PlayStation, but I don't think it's gonna sell as well. It's not. I don't think the fighting game community are gonna support it like you think it would. You saw what happened with Street Fighter.
Yep, Street Fighter 5.
Street Fighter. When they went completely exclusive with Street Fighter 5 to PlayStation, you saw what happened.
Yep.
And it failed.
Well, I mean, I just did Fight Night the other night with Virtual Fighter Showdown, and I was like, and Ham Solo popped in the chat with me, and I was sitting there waiting for a match, and I had it on like to where I could play anybody. I was sitting there just talking with him and waiting for like 40 minutes, and I didn't even get a match, so I had to just start. I had to play the computer. Like, I mean, like if you go and you try to play like Guilty Gear Strive still has some things, but if you want to try to go back and play older Guilty Gears, or if you try to play some other older fighting games on PlayStation or PC, even on Xbox as well, like that's what I'm saying. Crossplay is where it's at for keeping fighters alive. And even at that point, if you ain't jumping on, if it's not Street Fighter, Tekken, Virtual Fighter is going to be in there. I think Token is going to do well. He's good just because it's a Marvel game, or let's say Killer Instinct or something like that. Like people will jump in and then they'll leave. So PlayStation at one time, yes, has a audience for it, but it's fickle. It's not as diehard to where any fighting game could just come over there and it could just live and thrive. It's nowhere like what it used to be. Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, so we'll probably go into another topic on this, but I do want to make this point. Like Viper, you did make a valid point. What was talking about, because I was going to mention that about Black Myth Wukong. It was just to me, it's just like this. Xbox gave Sony the way out, pretty much, of ending the console war. They were pretty much saying, listen, let's do the kumbaya thing. We all need to be in here. Everybody in the industry knows and sees what's happening right now with the economies across the world. And then on top of that, with the extra added stuff that's going on and things like that, they know that the money is stretched thin, especially in America. And America is usually America and Europe are usually the biggest consumers of spending that money on games. Well, money's tight in America. It's real tight, and it's tight pretty much everywhere, but it's really tight in America. So, and while Xbox is over here like, man, let's go ahead and try to do the kumbaya shit. Let's just try to be in this together. We're finally going to go ahead, even though y'all shitted on Starfield. We still going to put Starfield. Y'all shitted on South of Midnight. Y'all shitted on High Five Rush. Y'all shitted on this, that, and the third, Sea of Thieves, all this. We're going to put grounded. We're going to put this Game Pass fodder, as y'all call it, over there on y'all's box. And what did Sony do?
Oh, did South of Midnight even sell well on PlayStation?
No. And that's the thing right there, is that, like, listen, this is the shit I'm talking about. Is like, they sit there and they gave that try to like, let's bridge the gap because we have to work together because the industry is going to go through a pretty tight situation. Like, everybody in the industry knows and sees this. And what Sony say? Nah, fuck that. We want you gone. We want you to be Sega. That's what we want. We don't want you to even be. We don't even want you to make a new console. We want our minions to keep making content and the media that we have in the gaming media that we got. Most of these people in our pocket to keep on spreading that Xbox is doomed. Xbox is on the way out. It's over finito for y'all. The console ain't selling. Game Pass ain't selling. This, that, the third. Yes, and it's all. And PlayStation is just like, that's what we want. We're still feeding into the console war. And here we are. It's back. And regardless if like I said, I don't hate PlayStation, I don't hate Nintendo, I don't hate any console. I play on all this stuff. But the reality of it is, as an Xbox Pro gamer, yeah, when I seen at the showcase that Xbox was giving with that E-Day and even though for a game like Clockwork Revolution, like Husky said, hey man, go support that shit. Let's not sit there and get on the net and sit there and talk about yay, and then y'all motherfuckers don't go out there and support it. You know what I mean? That to me, I mean, at least even if you're gonna play it on Game Pass, buy the premium edition. Let people see that you care about this shit like you talk about on the net. And that's where we're at. And so I want Xbox to sit there and to put boot to ass this coming up generation. I want this younger generation of these of Asha and Matt and Matthew Ball and all the rest of them to, you know what I'm saying? I know that Larry's back. Yeah. Put boot to ass this time. No more games, no more bullshit. Sony has always been cute, coy with Xbox. And they have showed every opportunity that they could possibly can to try to stab Xbox in the back so it could fall. It could fail. Enough is enough. Finish him off.
So in the words of Ivan Drago,
Mm-hmm.
if he dies, he dies.
He dies. That's it. You are a trillion goddamn company. I'm going to take it back to BGST days when Next Gen used to say you are well, at that time you was $1 billion company, but you are a trillion goddamn company. Be the beast that you are. Be the monster, be the behemoth that you are.
Yep.
Show it. If Asha has the blank check, show it. What the one thing that I think that's going to happen is that, like, because of the financial situation that's wrong with Xbox right now, is the fact because and they are going to pull back. So if hopefully that Double Fine and Compulsion Games and them still aren't sold off or broken up, but what needs to happen is that Double Fine, you came out with this little cute game with the cups. No, we need another Psychonauts. Psychonauts was popping. It had awards. It was a fantastic game.
Well, they actually came out with 2 games. Don't forget.
Well, I know, but are people talking about those games though? Like, if you bring out another Psychonauts, or if you bring out
people were talking about Keeper.
Yeah, the people are talking about Keeper, but Keeper was a disappointment. It didn't do nothing.
Keeper got cannibalized.
What'd you say, Mitchie?
That's what Keeper got. Keeper got unfairly cannibalized.
See? And
Keeper's a good game.
No, I'm not saying no. Double Fine don't make whack games. I'm not saying no. Listen, what I'm saying. I'm not saying Xbox has not really dropped anything bad for the last 4 years, 3-4 years, in my opinion. But what I'm saying to you is that, like, okay, so the game, we knew that this game Keeper was not going to be a game that was going to be a household name amongst the gaming community. We all knew that, but there should be a little bit more. What if it's not advertising or whatever? But at this point where Xbox is saying, listen, we're coming in with the big guns, we can't be bullshit like that. Double Fine, you got to make another Psychonauts. You know what? I love South of Midnight. I think South of Midnight is great. It should be like a cult classic.
I think it should be a franchise.
Yeah, it should be a franchise. Yeah. But what did Compulsion make that got people to say, oh man, I really do dig Compulsion? Make that. Like, everything needs to be something like, okay, so like for Obsidian.
Contrast was what made Compulsion.
Yeah, Contrast. So work on another Contrast. If Avowed. I love Avowed. I thought Avowed was I wasn't even expecting Avowed to be as good as it was. Avowed is fantastic. But what we need from them is an alpha protocol. That's what we need. That's what needs to happen, bro. Like that, you see what I'm saying? Like, that's if you want these studios to sit there, like we get it. We know that you want to have your creative freedom, and that is fine. But for right now, if you want to keep your shit, if you want to sit there and keep it right now, we just got to come with the guns blazing. We got to. And so right now we got to come with the heat. And then once we come with the heat and people sit there and start getting back in the markets and everything starts slowing down, and then people can probably, saying the economy can hopefully get back to doing something here by 2030, then you can start going back to creative freedom. But for right now, it's got to be balls to the wall. It's got to be hit after hit after hit or potential hit. So it's just what Sony's doing. It's no different than what Sony's doing. This generation, what has Sony brought to the table that was anything that was, you know what I mean? Like, they brought some hotness, but it wasn't nothing like what the PlayStation 4 did. And the reason why,
the power of the SSD,
the power of the SSD. But you know why PlayStation 4 was so dominant? It was the price point for sure, but it was because of those second and third party exclusive deals. Yep. Xbox needs to do that. That's just my thoughts on it, and I can't wait to hear what you guys got to say on that.
Yeah, so. I'm gonna just say, let me be brief about what I'm saying. I'm gonna just say this. Okay. I give credit where credit is due when it comes to Microsoft. They're not afraid to take risks. Like, you look at the Keeper and you look at Killing from Double Fine. It was a creative, like, to me, it's like their passion project. So I give them that. They really don't know how. They really are not scared to take risks, unlike Sony, because they are pretty much scared to take risks because all the games they be making most of the time is movie games with cinematic experiences. You press X, square, circle, a lot, quick time events.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I was saying okay because I'm reading the chat. I'm sorry, brother. Keep going. Yeah.
I feel that. But at the end of the day, though, South of Midnight, that was more like a passion project that I could see that could be a franchise. You dig what I'm saying? And we do need a Psychonauts 3 because I love Psychonauts 2. That was a classic game.
Yeah.
I love, what I'm saying? But
and we need a prototype.
Yes, a prototype, a remake or something.
Or prototype 3. And Curie said, she said, Fallout and Alpha Protocol, but not Fallout. Well, you could do. Yeah, of course, Fallout's coming though. But I'm saying the next game after that should be Alpha Protocol, in my opinion. So anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
And Obsidian need to go ahead and do it because they did it back when it was working with Sega. Because people might forget that. But the question is though, will they? Because Sega most likely got the rights for Alpha Protocol. Will they sell the rights back to Obsidian and Microsoft? That's the question. If that's the case, then that would be a great franchise that would be under that belt. Now, as far as
Sega and Xbox work together, so they could just say Obsidian and Sega working together on Alpha.
You're right. It's facts. Yeah. I just put it to you like this in this perspective, right? Microsoft has a lot of studios. They can do what they want when it comes to their first party titles. They're going to work out a lot of deals with a lot of second and third party developers and stuff like that. They're going to come out with some games. The question is, what type of games is that they're going to be releasing? That's the key question I want to know. Are they going to do like, would it get with like what it was Double Helix to make a Killer Instinct 2 or a Killer Instinct cross Mortal Kombat game with another round?
Yes.
It's just so many like developers and studios out there that Microsoft could partner up with to create different games. You know what I'm saying? They can have a mascot that can compete with Mario if they wanted to. They can have their own type of hack and slash game. They can go back to the Xbox 360 days, work with From Software, and make it exclusive to Ninja Blade from back in the day. You never know. The possibility is endless for what Microsoft can do because they got the money to do it.
Well, I mean, we're hoping that they got the money too. They got the money, but are they willing to relinquish the money? That's the question. So, my last point, and then we're going to go to this. I got two more topics, and they should be pretty quick. But I will say this on like I'm listening to a lot of people. They're talking, about Persona, different type of like Prototype 3 stuff like that. All I'm saying is that. Right now is where Xbox just needs to come with the heavy hitters, kind of put the medium to the smaller games. Like indie games are always important, but kind of put the medium games on the shelf and just go all big. Have the studios work on some of their best titles. Like for instance, if you didn't notice with Senua, they're going more action.
Yeah,
this could be a potential for Ninja Theory to be like, hey man, we can make our own kind of, they can't do Heavenly Sword because I believe Sony owns the rights to that that franchise. I'm
selling the rights for it.
Right, but you can make but they got the skills enough. They made Devil May Cry. They made that Devil May Cry game.
You know what they need to do? Cut you off. Need to get with Bandai Namco, hopefully do work out a deal and get the rights for Enslaved, Odyssey of the West. And
that's what I'm saying. Right. Yes. That like and this is where like Sarah Bond and Phil Spencer don't get enough credit for the work that they've done to work with the people overseas in the East. They have done a phenomenal job of working and having good communications. I mean, I think if you had, I know Ninja Gaiden 4 didn't do very well, but if you had Ninja Gaiden 4 be an exclusive, through and through Game Pass and Xbox, I think that thing would have moved some units. I don't know. We would have, what I'm saying? It is, it could have. I don't know. But anyway, let me move on to here to this next topic. And Kano, I don't know if you've seen this. Well, and Husky too. I know that you like college and Madden as well. But I got a notification on Xbox last night, and it's. And about college and man, because I usually buy that bundle, the Shut Up Edition bundle. And anyway, Madden EA has started a college and Madden subscription service, bro. No lie. No lie. You pay, I think, what, $10, $12 a month, and so like since I'm with Ultimate Game Pass, it's like $134 instead of the $150, but I could just go ahead and join the subscription, and I could go ahead and I you know what I'm saying, I could go ahead and have access, get the game 7 days early. There's look like potentially different things within both games, but definitely in college that's hid behind the subscription under the paywall. And I don't know. Listen, you know I love subscriptions, but I was sitting there looking like, now hold the hell on. Now, you know what I'm saying? Listen, hold the hell on. I get it. Times is rough. But you asking for a subscription and then you hide shit behind a paywall, that is not fair to the people like me who will buy your shit and buy the shut up editions. So they don't even have a ultimate edition anymore. It's just a deluxe for people who just want to buy the games. But if you want their ultimate edition, you have to get a subscription. I'm going to go straight to you on this one, Husky, first. What the hell is going on? Like, listen, I love subscription. Or aren't we getting a little bit too carried away with some of these subscriptions right now?
So EA, they know Madden and college football are some of their bigger selling titles. I'm pretty sure they probably have the same thing. They're probably gonna, if they could, they probably would find a way to do it with FIFA, because I think FIFA is like always the best selling sports title worldwide, because FIFA, everybody, so FC, whatever it's called now. But me personally, I saw this as well. Will I be buying it? Hell no. I'll just buy the game, and I'm not even playing Madden anymore. I bought Madden in the past. I bought Madden years, but I bought the bundle where both games, college football and Madden, the past 2 years. I will not be doing it this year. I can say I'm in. I got in the beta for Madden, so I haven't played it yet. But I'll try out the beta. But I'm still more than likely not buying Madden, because of the simple fact of I spend all my time, or most of my time was spent with college football. And I like college football more than I like Madden. And so I'm this whole subscription for the year or whatever, I saw it, but like, once again, it's not something I'm interested in, especially when it comes to this. Like, and if I'm paying you that much for just these two games, I might as well just buy it. Like, I might as well just buy it outright. I don't want to pay $10 extra for access to these games, man. And then, like you said, some stuff maybe still be hid behind the paywall, bro. I'm just gonna buy the game. I'm gonna buy the game when it comes to this. I'm not for that. Especially when this, like I said, I do like a decent subscription service, a good one, but I need some benefits. Because if I'm going to give you $10 for just Madden and college football, you had to throw in. You might as well just add a different to the EA Play, which include these for like $2 or $3 extra, and then access to all other stuff. Because just those two games for $10. Listen, I'm gonna say it how Della Reese said. Kiss my entire ass. You understand me? I ain't gonna pay you for all that, but yeah. But I love college football. So that's something I'm picking up regardless. But for both of them, nah, you can kill it. You can kill it.
You can now. Okay, so I will say this. Been following and listening to a lot of content in regards, and it back behind the scenes on Madden and college. It very, 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 very good reviews from a lot of people, that even some of the people that has been critical of college, especially last year's college. There was a lot of people that was critical of last year's college compared to, because I think most. Go ahead.
I was critical. My review for college compared to the year drop, the first year drop as it came back. Yeah, last year's was just It was just okay.
It was good, but it wasn't.
Okay. It wasn't where it needed to be. But yeah,
is somebody playing with a goat? What the hell is going on in the back?
Baby with him.
Who? Oh, is that Husky with his baby? Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
You forget what babies sound like?
Well, yes. My babies is 32 and 27. And I ain't got no grandkids yet, so. Right? Yes, but I didn't. Oh, I didn't even see. I didn't even see that he had his baby with him. So anyway, that's fine. That's
No, I
fine.
didn't
That's
see
fine.
it either. He went off camera just
Oh, yeah. He went off camera, but it's all good, and it's a brand new kid too. And you just had it like what this week. So yeah. So no, take care of your baby. It's I don't know. I won't go to you next, Mitchie, because I'm gonna let Kano go last on that because I know Viper don't give a damn about Madden or anything like that. The whole situation about subscriptions. You know how much I love subscriptions, but like to me, this is a little bit outrageous. What do you think, Mitchie, about Madden and college football having a subscription and like on top of everything else where we have all these other subscriptions that's going on? Is it getting a little bit too out of hand?
I don't care.
I knew it. That's why I was gonna go to you first, but I was like, I went to you first the last time, but you just okay. But what about the subscription situation? Like, is it getting too out of hand about just the subscriptions with just everything, or is it like it's needed in certain situations because of financials? Where are you at on that?
If you sucker born every minute.
Come on, man. Listen, damn, I'm a sucker there because I love me some subscription like a motherfucker. But anyway.
If you want to pay for a subscription to Madden in college football,
no, that's stupid to me. That's crazy. There is no way I'm just getting Madden in college. I'm not doing that's too far. You know what I'm saying? That's the line for me. I always wonder where was the line. That's the line. That's too much. Now you over here. Now you playing with you're insulting my intelligence. But when you talk about Game Pass or EA Play or Ubisoft Plus or if like Capcom had something or whatever or Netflix or something like that, I ain't tripping about stuff like that. But
this is not okay. This is not like EA Play. This is just for those two games, right?
Yes.
So it only says that you're paying monthly so you can get perks out of like better draw for the Madden team or I have no clue because I don't play those games. I'm just talking out of air here.
You should, young lady. You should.
No,
you're a football fan. You should be playing Madden at least for playing with the. It takes a little practice, but man, you're a Green Bay fan. How you should be playing the hell out of Madden. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I think she's done.
Okay, whatever.
She's done with it. She's done with it.
It's just that I don't just the sucker board every minute if you're going to pay for that too, as well as the games.
Yeah. No, that is dumb. That is I totally agree with you. And Curie, she's over here and Rain, they're cooking me right now. She said, shoot, I'm barely older than K Mega's oldest. That's wicked work. Listen. And then my boy Rain followed up and said, K Mega is older than Dial Up. God damn, I am, bro. I am. But you know what?
Dial Up too. Shit.
I know. I was gonna say Viper's older than Dial Up too. So and Mitchie is too. But Mitchie's a young is a younger person. I don't know. Viper's an old dirty bastard. Like, so we can call him old. Yeah. He said I'll admit it. Anyway. Oh man. But yeah. I don't know. Viper, I know you ain't got too much to say about this. I don't know you about the subscription part, maybe, but I know you ain't got shit to say about Madden or college football. But what's your thoughts about this? Like Mitchie's already said, a sucker's born every day. Do you feel the same way?
Okay, so this is how I feel. Stop selling the sports games since you're going to be making them every year. You want a subscription? Then all of the sports games that you publish. So that's NHL, that's Madden, that's FC Sports, which used to be FIFA, and that's college football. Any other sports games that they got? Let me know.
Yeah, hockey. I just picked up hockey.
Yeah, that's what I said. NHL.
Oh, did you? Oh, yeah.
So
UFC.
Okay, UFC as well. So you got 5 sports games. How come you don't have MVP Plus membership for all 5 of them together? In addition
That
to
is
that,
true.
instead of selling the games, they could be paying for the MVP Plus membership every month, and you get those 5 games. Every single month, they got continuous income coming in. Instead of wasting time buying the same damn game over and fucking over and
Okay,
fucking over.
see, you don't play those games, so don't do that. I hate when people that
No.
don't play the game can't say that those games. Keep going.
Remember, it's a live service, right?
Yeah, but wouldn't they just be live service then?
Exactly.
Because
It's
that's
live
what they are,
service.
really. I mean,
So
all you do is they update.
She's right. That's all
In
they
a
do.
sense.
Yeah.
Oh,
They just
F1
update
racing.
players and stuff.
Negan sit
So
there
they
and brought.
pay-
I forgot about F1 racing. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Mitchie.
Right? They just update uniforms and change players on places. I mean, how hard can that be? That could just
No.
be an update
They
to
do a
whole
lot
new
more than.
game.
No, they are. No, they have
You
incredible
defend that,
updates.
okay? You just go
But you just said, Mitchie, and this is where the people who don't. No, yes, but see, listen what I'm saying. It's year to year, but it's more to it. Like trust me, they add enhancements to the games that it's not like, I mean, just like with a live service, like they add different things to the game, different elements, different animations and stuff like that. But then I will say this, okay, so when college football first came out, college 25 came out. Okay, we're happy. We haven't got that game in over 10 years, right? So we finally got it. It was fantastic. 26 comes. There was minor adjustments, right? Like, so you could say, yeah, it's a uniform
with an update.
Huh?
You think that can't come with an update?
Not like the update that they're doing with Madden and college with this one. I mean, anything can come with an update. Like, I mean, but it'd be okay. So like Fortnite, like when Fortnite does those big major updates, those are usually a couple of years in between. They don't do those every year.
What about World of Warcraft?
So let me say this real quick.
Okay, yeah.
Viper, I get what you're hitting on, and I'm not against it, but it can't be a solely and only subscription service or like an MVP bundle. You drop my let me finish. I get what you're saying. My only thing, I agree with the updates, but maybe do an update every other year. Like you buy the game this year, you don't have to buy an actual new game until maybe 2028 or whatever the case may be, or 2029 or whatever. The other 2 years, what you do is either you do it as a subscription base, or you just charge people like a flat $20 for the updated rosters and certain improvements or whatever. You shaking your head, but it's either that, or either you do it as a subscription base. You buy the game and then you pay for the MVP or whatever, and then you get all this extra stuff that we do, all the updates for or whatever the case would be. You get the rosters for next year, things like that, the new players. I don't think they can solely go, because there are, like Kay said, there are certain improvements that we see with different variations of the game. Now, I'm not saying that we need the game every year, because like we saw last year, from 25 to 26, there wasn't much improvement. There wasn't.
But from Madden 25 to, but from Madden 26 to, but from Madden 25 to Madden 26, there was major improvement. Major. And then from this Madden, and so it looks like this Madden has got a lot of improvements, but not as much as last year's Madden. But this college has got drastic improvements over 26.
So as a former employee of GameStop, every damn year when these sports games come out and people want to trade their game back in, every single time they try to trade in one of these sports games, they get like a small amount of money back, right? And then we have these games sitting inside in the drawer, and it's like, oh my God, we got all these sports games. Now we got to pull them out the drawer and put them all in the back closet, because ain't nobody buying these old sports games because the new sports game come out. Now, granted, we're done with the whole GameStop thing and trading in your games and all of that stuff sitting on the shelves. But let's look at it from the standpoint of I just spent $70 to $120 on this sports game, and I'm doing this every damn year. It's gonna come to a point where I'm going to be so fed up with spending this much money on a sports title that could easily get an update, just like World of Warcraft, just like Fortnite, just like any other live service game out there. I am gonna get to the point where I'm not putting up with this shit anymore. And as a matter of fact, history has already showed us that this has happened before. Because how many people got pissed off with Madden saying that it's the same shit every year, ain't nothing new under the sun?
But a lot of those people don't play Madden or college
Yeah.
or NBA 2K or anything. No, a lot of people don't. They just don't. Because, okay, for instance, and Husky, you know what I'm saying, and Kano, we all play sports games, right? So, okay, for instance, that's a falsity because of the fact of you look at NBA 2K24, then you look at NBA 2K25, and then you look at NBA 2K26. Those three games are completely different type of games. They may look the same, but the gameplay, the way that it's constructed, all of that is different.
And then you have people complaining why the hell they changed the gameplay.
Right. Yeah.
Yes. Why?
So they're not the same. It's not just paste a skin and paste, and then we just sit there and charge you the same amount of money. It's not. That's what I'm saying.
But,
I'm not saying. I mean, for people else, what'd you say?
That's the major problem. So you change up the gameplay to justify this exorbitant price for a game that's basically the same as last year. But all you did was change up gameplay.
Okay.
And
let me push back. Okay, what's the difference? Then you can say the same thing about Call of Duty.
Yes,
and we all know
say the same thing about Call of Duty.
Because
Call of Duty
should
is
probably
the same.
You cannot
for that too.
You cannot call it. People hated Call of Duty. Well, Call of
Black
Duty
Ops 7 wasn't really hitting on that.
People wasn't hitting on Black Ops 7, even though I think Black Ops 7 is cold. But I like Black Ops 6 a hell of a lot better. But people was bitching about because of the characters that you can buy, like Family Guy or The Simpsons or some shit like that, and they didn't like the animated characters running around or Nicki Minaj or Snoop Dogg and shit running around. But no. But again, what I'm trying to say to you is that, like, if you sit there and looked at Modern Warfare, and then I forget what the other game was after that, and then you go and then look at Call of Duty 6, then you look at this latest one that comes out, and then you see the next Call of Duty everybody's excited for, Call of Duty 4, then you can tell that there's big, huge differences within those games. They may look the same in the sense of like how the gameplay operates, but none of those games play exact. They play maybe similar because that's their template, but the games themselves are all different to a degree. That's the same thing with sports games.
I say this. I'll use 2K as an example, right? If you look at 2K, or I'll use 2K18 to 2K26. 2K18, they would probably take some features that was from 2K14 and implement it from 2K18. Then if you go around the big 2, they'll probably like add some features back from 2K13 or something like that, and add like something that's brand new. So the subject at hand when we talk about Madden and college football, Madden ain't been great since 04 and 05.
Stop that. This last man was tough. To
me, before the patches, it had some issues, but I'll keep it a bean though. You look at Madden, the upcoming Madden, you see the dynamic weather changes, you see all these changes they're trying to make. Cool. But when it comes to this server, this new with a subscription service that they're trying to put together, it's basically they really need that money. It's basically already microtransaction out with the Ultimate Team thing. Now they really trying to find more ways to make some money because
Yeah.
it seems like the Ultimate Team thing ain't really panning out to be, because people right now, we in the day and age, we in this inflation bull crap and all this stuff still going on. There's not a lot of money that's being spent on Ultimate Teams like it used to be. And same thing what they're doing with college football, even though I think college football to me is better than Madden, in my opinion. But
a lot of people will agree with you on that. I'm not going to dispute it. But a lot of people will agree with you on that. Yeah.
The only thing I'm gonna say about it is that not a lot of people have the type of funds to be paying for the game and then paying for the subscription service just to play the game 7 days early, where it could possibly have bugs before the game comes out and they have to patch it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, I agree.
That's why
So
stop charging for the game, and you have your subscription service every single month, and you've got your games, all of the sports games, and even including F1 racing.
You know they ain't gonna do that.
I mean, if you're going to do that, then you got to do what I'm doing and play and pay for EA Pro.
That's what EA gonna just continue to do what they want to do to find ways to milk consumers out of money either way.
Right.
So at the end of the day, it comes to the subscription service. Some people that's diehard Madden and college football fans, they still gonna pay because they want to play the game early. Even the content creators that are super diehard Madden college football fans, they're gonna get that. If EA is not giving them that creative access for them to make their content with Madden 27 and college football 27, they're going to pay for that subscription service to play it early, to give all their content out. And, that's for the content creators. The people that's really not diehard fans, they're going to maneuver and try to find their way. But in my opinion, they really just trying to find ways to nickel and dime people out of more money because of probably some financial issues that they're going through with EA. You already know what outside of the sports games and what's going on with these other parts of EA right now. Like, people been asking for Titanfall 3, where we ain't got that yet, and we don't know what's going on with Star Wars Jedi 3. We don't know what's going on with other stuff outside of that. So they really just trying to find ways to make some more money to help out with the other side of the division. But all in all, though, they just been money hungry. They always been microtransactioned out, and you already know that they have bad tactics. Like, for example, they already got the exclusive license from the NFL to create.
They just renewed it. Yep.
Exactly. And then look at what it came out with college football. College football was supposed to come out, and then it didn't because they want the exclusive license for the college football and college basketball, but they didn't want to do that. So now 2K is doing the college basketball game. You dig? And honestly, NFL, I feel like they made a bad decision by letting EA have the exclusive license, because we do need NFL games on all different outlets. Okay, for example, if you look at NBA right now, and they're not exclusive when it comes to 2K, and you see all these other NBA games like NBA The Run that just came out, right? Mm-hmm. And the NFL should be doing the same thing. We have all different other NFL games. Like, okay, they're supposed to have the NFL 2K game, right?
Yeah.
End up getting canceled because of the whole thing. And we had wild card football that came out about a year or two ago. That should have been an NFL licensed arcade style game. So when it comes to EA, they're very money hungry and really somewhat, I'm not trying to say it, but they do have some anti-consumerist tactics within them.
Oh, absolutely.
They do.
And
they do.
Personally, I'm not keen on them, even though I play the games because I review the games for free and stuff like that. I'm a reviewer myself, but I don't agree with the tactics that they're going about when it comes to the consumers that's really going through these tough times right now by just trying to milk out more money from the consumers in that sense. You dig? So they going to have to figure out some way, because I don't think people are going to be keen on getting that subscription service unless they're content creators.
Yep. Now, this is what's funny from Negan. Like, he keeps on, he's just talking about, they're adding whatever. And he's right. There's things that they've taken away and that they've added and implemented and things like that. But these people never sit there and bring up the fact of the things that they've innovated, brought that's brand new into the game. They never do. And then when you talk about the games that they like, I mean, now you look at the contrast between Fable, from old Fable to new Fable. Oh yeah, I mean, but look how long that gap was. But like when you talk about the games that most people like to talk about, like they love their single player experiences and stuff. But I mean, when you talk about, let's say God of War 2018, God of War Ragnarok, was there differences? Yeah. But
it was major differences. It was third.
No, hold on. There was major. So when I sit there and say that there's major things that no. I said 20. I said God of War 2018 to God of War Ragnarok. No.
Yes,
God of War.
Not every year. It's not every year, Mega.
But no. Hold on. But is there substantial difference between God of War 2018 and God of War Ragnarok? Substantial.
Okay, let me say this. Okay, yeah. I'm usually with you. I'm usually with you, but you're reaching with this one. And the only reason I'm saying, let me explain though. Let me say though. The reason being I'm saying this is because you're talking about a yearly cycle sports game to a game that's telling a story. This is a single player story game that's telling a story. It's not year. It'd have been different if you say if God of War Ragnarok 2018 and then they gave us God of War, not God of War Ragnarok, but God of War 2018 and gave us another God of War the very next year with little improvements and only added maybe 5 more hours of story. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're. I think that would to me that would be the equivalent of what you're saying. Now, once again. They do have improvements year to year, but I also feel like someone who's played these games for yearly for a while, because I was playing Madden hard yearly before college football came back out. I do feel like a lot of times where they will give you a feature that we've had, and then they will take it away, and then they will bring it back as a new feature.
Oh no, you're right. No, they have done that, but
I'm not saying they don't innovate, but the innovations they do add, some of the newer innovations they add, are not as like big as they were back in the day. I should say that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff they do add. They add. I
don't know. This whole new thing that they're doing with like the dynasty mode with Madden and with college. Like college is bringing the NIL. They ain't never been no NIL in anything. That's
no.
And also no with the dynasty
under the sun. Okay.
See, that's where you're wrong. See, you don't play the games to sit there and to say that. There is no NIL. There's never been an NIL situation in any college game ever. Ever.
Games and they've called it something different.
No, there's never been tell me when college players has been paid other than under the table. There's never been a feature like that. Okay, again,
they didn't start doing that until college football 25.
Right. So again, I'm going, and then I'm just saying with the whole situation with the dynasty mode in Madden, they are redefining a whole bunch of shit there. And like again, some of the stuff could be minute or whatever. All I'm saying is that, like, okay, but somebody, so maybe Husky, you could be right. Like, I can't compare a storied game. So let's talk about what's that game that everybody like? Vampire Survivors, right?
Oh man,
I'm just saying, like, I mean, I don't play the shit, so I can't sit there and say, but every time I look at it, I'm like, okay, you just added a different character. The shit looks the same to me. But if somebody who plays it tells me, nah, Mega, they added this, that, and the third, I'm going to listen to it. But you can't sit here and say, yo, these games are all the same when y'all don't play the shit. Stop it.
But hold on a second.
You can't do that. Can't do that. Now, I'm all in agreement that the whole subscription shit is stupid and money hungry, and I will not support it, and people shouldn't support it. But I'm saying on the other side of it, keep saying the same bullshit about these games are all the same. It's just the same thing that you're just putting out the same. No. Play the goddamn games before you sit there and come to me about it. Please. Go ahead.
That's that big.
No, I ain't digging. I'm being correct. So anyway, okay. I'm talking about just the whole situation with the subscription and shit like that, and it turned into now everything is all that. Whatever. Finish what y'all got to say, and then we'll give our last topic. Go ahead.
Let's do it here, bro.
Okay. All right.
I said I had to say already.
Oh my goodness, man. I'm sitting here talking about the subscription aspect of it. And then it turned into, well, man, it's the same. It should be tried. Like, and I'm just sitting here like the people who say that shit every time. And listen, it's like what Husky said and what Kano said. Like, okay, sure, you want to sit there and have the game come out every two, but you know that shit ain't gonna happen because those games sell like that. It's no different than Call of Duty. It's no different than like Battlefield is in between. But do you talk about like when Overwatch does something, when Minecraft does something with all these games like. Fortnite.
Yeah, but Minecraft, those games don't come out every year though. Those are service games.
But they get crazy updates. But then when they get their crazy updates, it's not every year. It's like every 2 or 3 years or something like that. For the major
if you're trying
updates.
to compare Overwatch and Minecraft and Fortnite to Madden and college football, then you are comparing them to a live service.
No, I'm saying you can do that, but I'm saying in the situation, no. What I'm saying is that, like, okay, when people keep bringing up and making it seem like that Madden and college and NBA 2K and NHL and F1 and all these sports games just need to be yearly services. The things that they implement into these games is not the same. It's just as different as would it be for a game like when a big huge update for Fortnite. Like that's what I'm saying. Like if you put yeah.
But if it's just an update, essentially.
You can just do updates, but like there's always, but see again, this is where the problem is, and I'll let you finish, Kano. But what I'm saying is that like, okay, you can do that, and that's fine. I mean, if they do that, then that's cool. But the reality of it is that if they do a update, they're going to milk the shit out of it and just do minor updates. They're not going to do anything else, and they're going to lose money because Madden and NBA 2K players and shit like that wants more innovation, more different things. And so that's why they have to change. They have to tweak. A lot of people get upset about their updates. I think some of these companies update too damn much, especially in the sports and fighting game communities. I mean, just look at what they did with Tekken 8's season 2. That was abysmal. There was no reason to go that balls to the wall. And so then they had to backtrack. But what I'm just saying is like, come on, guys. Come on. Stop it. But go ahead. Go ahead and say what you're going to say, Kano.
Let me ask you this question, though, Mega Man. All right.
Yeah.
You play NBA 2K 25, right?
Yeah.
And you play NBA 2K 26, right?
Yes.
So, in your opinion, because, I played both of them, what was the major difference? Not major, but what was the difference for you as in terms of gameplay? Okay,
so the game was a lot slow. 25 was a lot slower. Mm-hmm. The shot creation in the sense of like your shot when you sit there and would try to hit the green and shit like that was crazy hard. Like it was nutty. The situation with the park and things like that, like those things, they're somewhat similar, but then like when you sit there and you have people, and again, you got to worry about cheaters and shit like that when you sit there and hit the green. But then like when you play 26. Then like 26 was a lot faster, a lot smoother, a lot easier on the shot. And then they did an update, and then they tried to kind of revert a little bit from what they did in 25, and people start bitching, and so then they changed it again in the third season. And then when you talk about 24 was beloved for the most part. 24 was beloved, 25 was hated. It was hated so much that the numbers didn't look the same. So when you sit there, like all you got to do is listen to the gamers, and then if you play the game and you know the difference of when the gameplay is how it is, the stuff that they implement from, what I'm saying, of course, like if you go in, and then also you got the different stuff with the like story mode or whatever the hell that damn mode is, where you are my player and stuff like that. And then like from one of my things that made me get really excited about 26. Was the my GM, which was it the GM? No, it's not my GM. It's the other mode where you play as where you play with all different characters, all different players from across the like from all the history of the NBA, and you build. I forgot what that mode is called. I thought that like they added more stuff to that had me really intrigued, and then I got off of playing the my player shit, and I was on that. Like I would still go to the rec and do things like that, but it just was like I had more fun playing playing that other mode where I could play online against other people and play with I think it's my team. I could play with my team. And so they added more stuff to my team to make it more robust compared to what they did beforehand. That was the biggest my team enhancement that they've ever put into an NBA 2K. That's the things that I'm saying. Like, yes, they take things away. They bring things back in certain games, especially in Madden, because Madden was so atrocious during the Xbox, during the 360 generation of Madden. Like once, I should say going into the Xbox One generation. The Xbox One generation of Madden was awful. Going to the last end of Madden, what was that? Where was Brett Favre on the cover? Because I remember I was like, what the hell is this? This is bare bones, because they changed the engine to that soccer engine that they were using, and then they just kind of bare bones Madden. And then when it started on the Xbox One, they had like, I think it was the Ultimate Edition had like, I think Peterson on the cover. That Madden was awful. And then it kept slowly implementing. So anybody says any of the Maddens from last generation wasn't up to snuff, I'm not going to argue with you. But this generation of Madden has slowly built up to now. Madden is really good for the last, I would say, 3 years. I would say really the last 2 years. So the last 2 years for sure.
We make it different, but it is what it is.
Yeah. So he says once Madden comes to PC, Madden is on PC.
Yeah.
He said once Madden comes to PC, it's over. He's going to Madden's already been on PC, brother. Madden's been on PC for some years. That's what I'm saying, Negan. Stop. Anyway, so it's NBA 2K.
You said it's no on NBA 2K.
But I'm not that stupid to say once it comes to PC, it's over.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, it's been on PC. There's already a mod for NBA 2K, and that shit looks incredible. But anyway, go ahead. What are you gonna say, Kano?
I'm gonna say this: the one major difference that I noticed between 2K25 and 2K26 is this: it's the VC thing, right? So on 2K25,
they had the VC thing too.
Yeah, you really had to really pay.
You had to grind.
You had to really grind. But on 2K26, I didn't pay not one dime on VC because it was a lot easier to get VC this year. Well, actually on 2K, it ain't this year, but on 2K26 compared to 2K25, that was one major difference when you actually play in these are the situations like in the Street Kings tournaments and stuff like that, because it was very easy to level up and it was very easy to get VC. And then playing in the My Career games and stuff like that, and then when you done with the season, you can play in the FIBA games and get VC that way. Now, when it comes to like Madden, to me, for what I want in this year, when it comes to, because I like to play superstar mode because I like to create my character and what I do, especially in college football, same thing. They just gotta, bring it when it comes to more of the gameplay mechanics. You know what I'm saying? Bring some elements.
And you'll get to play as different positions on My Career mode too. I mean, my superstar mode or whatever.
Yeah, they added more positions to play on that.
Yeah.
So I just want to see what they want to do. Like I said, I gotta see more gameplay. I know next month college football comes out in August. Madden comes out right after. But what EA needs to do if they want to continue on sports games, two things: bring back NBA Live, and which I don't know if that's gonna ever happen, and EA Sports Big.
Yeah, EA Big needs to come back. But anyway, enough of the sports. I was over here just talking about the subscriptions. Damn it, boy, y'all are messy. Okay, last topic, and then we get out of here. What'd you say?
Very messy. That's what we do.
Yeah. But okay, last topic, and this is, and I'm not, and I'll save this one for probably my thoughts. The last topic that I had it listed, but this one is just about like the game shows. What games caught your attention the most? Minchie, we haven't heard from you in a minute because you said you didn't care, and as a sucker every day, I guess I'm one of those suckers. I'm just not doing a subscription. Madden in college will be in my Xbox day one without no fail. I buy them every year. I'm gonna continue to buy them. So call me a sucker every goddamn day. I get my Madden. I get my, now college is in the fold, and I get my NBA 2K. You ain't gonna tell me shit. Y'all sit there and buy y'all's, y'all lattes, y'all's coffee, and everything else. I'm buying my Madden, my 2K, and my goddamn college. What'd you say?
Oh my God. kill me now. Are you done yet?
No, man, no, I'm done. Anyway, go ahead. What was out of all the shows that you've seen? What was some of the games that there was just like, oh man, I can't wait to play those from all these events that we had last week?
Let's see. I'll start at PlayStation, I guess.
Okay.
I do want to play Wolverine.
Wolverine looks tough. Yeah.
Yeah, that's more my style than Spider-Man is, I think. Spider-Man takes like skill to fly and go web sling and stuff, and I'm not coordinated. I can fight. Give me melee any day. And then I did not mind the new God of War, the Lawfey. I didn't mind that. I thought the cube thing was kind of funny.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of weird, but I thought Lawfey would look dope. I thought it looked dope though.
She's in the afterlife. If she's in the afterlife, and it is what it is. They can do whatever they want. Whatever makes them happy. But that was all I really saw from that show. And then let's see, what was after that? Summer Games Fest. The Magician game. I don't remember what it was called. Devil's something. The Magician, Devil's something or other.
Yeah, the Devil's Hand or the Devil's something. Yeah, it was Magicians.
There you go. Devil's Hand.
Yeah.
Okay, that game. That looked pretty cool with the whole Magician.
That looked dope.
Don't see that much around anymore. Don't see money Magician games. I am not a Final Fantasy person, so I'm glad everybody's getting it, but I don't care. Yeah. I don't remember what much else from that show. That was a blur because it was so long. And Xbox, Gears. I love Gears. It looks really good. Fable. I watched the 30-minute presentation they had of gameplay. That looked really good too. And what else? It was so long ago. You can be like a week too late. After everybody says stuff, then I'll be like, oh yeah, that game too.
So you want me to come back to you after I get everybody else? I'll come right back to you after everybody else, and then you'll say, yeah.
I watched Future Game Show too, but
there was one particular game on Future Game Show that that was one of my favorite games. But I'll say that when it's my time. But yeah. So what did you think about the Future Game Show?
Probably I thought it was interesting. They had different stuff than everybody else did.
They did.
Didn't they have the second? It was supposed to be Parasite Eve, but it's somebody else. Didn't they have that on there, or is that somewhere else?
That might be somewhere else. That might have been there. That might have been somewhere else. But yeah, no, The game that caught my attention was Exodus.
Oh, yeah, that looked good.
Yeah.
Full Mass Effect-y type thing.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see if that really comes to fruition as being in that way.
Right.
Things always look really good, but
That's true.
But yeah, that's all I got, and we'll see what everybody else says, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, that too.
Yeah. All right, Husky, I know you gotta get out of here in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So what was the games that caught your attention during all these events that we've seen last week? You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, it could be a long list, but the ones that just right off the bat is on your head, just like, damn, boy, I can't wait to play that. Uh-oh.
My bad, Kate. Give me like 2 minutes. Can you go to somebody else?
Yeah. I'll go to Kano. Yeah. Kano, boy, you up? What was the game? You know what I'm saying? We watched a couple ourselves together during game section. You know what I'm saying? So what was some of the games that you seen that were just like, yeah, man, I gotta play it, I gotta get it?
That's a good question. We know your favorite game, Ill. You know what I'm saying?
You see, I knew you was gonna be on that bullshit. No, yeah, I'm not playing Ill. I'm not playing Ill. So I don't even know.
Don't get scared, man. Don't be scared.
No. I'm not playing that. I'm not playing
Yeah,
that.
that man's scary, bro.
I
But anyway,
can say I am also not playing that.
Thank you.
That's
So
all.
listen, you know what I'm saying? Listen, we ain't playing that
Not
trash.
playing that.
they call it a trap,
Not
but
playing
yeah,
that.
you know what I'm saying? That's he make it scary. But anyways, you
Nope.
feel me? What also caught my attention that was really I want to play The Wolf Among Us 2. I definitely would like to play that Telltale game
Oh
with
yeah,
you.
that did
But
look
I'm a big fan of Telltale games anyway. So not only that though, I'm disappointed. I wish we saw gameplay, but Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the last Ronin. I definitely want to see like some gameplay to that, but it had me excited about that for sure. Gears of War E-Day, phenomenal. You did what I'm saying. Resident Evil Veronica remake. I definitely want to play that game. That had me excited.
Nope.
Uh,
Not playing that either. That's too scary too.
also, Control Resident. I'm definitely anticipating on that game,
Oh,
and also,
Renaissance, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
my fault. And Stranger in
Resident,
Heaven.
not Renaissance.
Hey, I gotta hold that L. It's cool. You feel me? I get that L. Stranger in Heaven is another game I'm definitely hyped for. And they put Tupac in the game. Wow, Tupac.
Yeah.
That tripped me out, man. And another game, Virtual Fighter Crossroads. I'm definitely hyped for that game. That game's going to be a crucial fighting game for sure. You know what I'm saying? But also Clockwork Revolutions, man. I'm definitely excited for that. Fable. I'm excited for that. It's so many games, man. I can't think of it off the top of the head, but so many games. It was phenomenal. Surprisingly, though, Summer Game Fest, that was actually a pretty solid showcase. Um, when it comes to the state of play, was okay. It wasn't the best thing since sliced bread. It was all right. And Xbox Showcase, it was a killer for sure. They did the due diligence of what they're supposed to do. And if y'all go back to the gamer section stream that when we did it, you should have heard how hype came up. Well, that man was hyped to the max.
What game was that? Well, I was hyped for
Gears of War E-Day, you was hyped to the max.
that game was tough.
And ill, you was hyped for ill. You was hyped for ill too.
Yeah, no, not so much, fam.
You sure he
That being
wasn't
scary.
You sure he wasn't hyped about Bad Magpie?
You know what? No. You know what? I cracked up when I seen he lit those damn plants on fire, and them plants I was like, look at this little cute shit, and then he sit there and lit them on fire. I said, oh damn, I thought that was funny, but yeah, no, it wasn't a bad little game. Bad Magpie wasn't bad, but yeah. So
I'm just ready to see like what else is there. You know what I'm saying when it comes to cause we know they're going to do some with Gamescom opening night live on the 25th of August. So I'm ready to just see what other games is going to be out there. But it seems like, and also the kicker is too though, man. When you look at July, August, September, especially in September and October, it's going to be jam packed with upcoming games, man. It's just like, especially September, it's going to be jam packed. It's like, while it's going to be kind of hurting in September for sure.
yeah, it's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be
Oh
nuts.
my god, so much.
Yes, yeah, August and September for sure for me. Viper, what games caught your attention during all these events?
Well, everything that Kano said, I'm gonna echo him.
Did you say Vino or did you say Kano?
Kano.
Yeah.
Oh, did it
Thought
sound
you
like
said
Vino?
Vino. Yeah, it sounded like Vino. I was like, damn.
It was Kano.
Okay.
Maybe because I'm still sick. So, anyways, because I was watching Summer Games Fest with you before the damn power went out, and then I was like, oh shit, I might as well just go watch Masters of the Universe. So, yeah, I got to a point when I got kicked off, and so Code Veronica. Well, it's not Code Veronica. It's just called Resident Evil Veronica. Definitely want to play that game. But I'm going to, like I said, since I already echoed what Kano said already, I'm going to go ahead and talk about the Xbox Showcase because that's the one I saw in full. And I could give two shits about Nintendo's showcase or what they did. I can give two shits about what Sony did because Sony, whatever. But anyways, I wanted to talk about Resonance, A Plague Tale Legacy. That looks good.
That does.
That
looks good too.
I love the Plague Tale series, and I want to play this third game. It looks fantastic.
I agree. That action was phenomenal.
Castlevania is back.
Yes.
Belmont's Curse. Yes, I want to play a Castlevania. Belmont's Curse. Obviously, Fable, Persona 4 Revival. Definitely want to play Senua because, damn, that looks good. Spyro: A Realm Reborn, Clockwork Revolution, even though it's next year. Crazy Taxi. Woo!
Yes.
I'm glad that, and they got Wolong too.
Yeah.
Wolong too. That shocked me. I wasn't expecting that one. Persona 6, even though there was no gameplay on it, I'm glad that it was announced on the Xbox stage. Another game that they announced was the Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis, but that wasn't on Xbox stage. Wasn't that on Summer Game Fest?
Yes.
Okay. And Sony.
The other one from Summer Game Fest that nobody was talking about, the Star Wars Galactic Racer. That, woo! All right. So remember when you were doing the stream for that, and I said everything looks good except for the human characters. They showed how the like the aliens and all the graphics of everything else was just top notch. But when you got to the human faces, I was like, what the hell? Y'all really? Y'all gonna mess up the human faces that much? Hopefully they fix it. But so far, the game looks fire. Star Wars Zero Company, I definitely want to get that.
Oh, you like that game?
Yeah, I want to get that one. Valor Mortis. That one I was trying to figure out, like, do I really want that game? But I went back and looked at the trailer again, and I was like, wait a minute. This is almost like Avowed, like when they first showed off Avowed.
Yeah.
And with the the magic in one hand, and then using the sword in another hand, and I mean, I was like, this is kind of like Avowed. So I said, let me try and give Valor Mortis a shot. The other one, like you guys said, Magicians, The Devil's Deal. Want to get that one.
Deal, not hand, but that game looked dope.
Another Metro 2039. Yes, definitely gonna get that game. Because I have all the other three. Like I said, Fable. That's a day one buy. Even though I'm a cheap bastard and I will not pay full price for games, Fable's a day one buy. Unfortunately, damn it. I'm going back on my word. Fuck. And yes, I will support Gears of War E-Day because it is exclusive. So yes, I will support Gears of War E-Day. Halo, whatever. I don't care. But other than that, those are all the games that I actually liked from the showcase and some of the stuff that came from Summer Games Fest. And since I don't have a Switch 2, I could care less about the remake of Ocarina of Time.
That looked dope though.
Oh, there's one more game. I'm sorry to cut you off. There's one more game that I have to say that I'm definitely excited for, and that's Kingdom Hearts 4.
Yes, Kingdom Hearts 4. I forgot about that one. Yeah, but like the Ocarina of Time remake, I'm like, okay, I don't have a Switch 2, so don't care. And then definitely don't care about Wolverine because it's basically you're taking Batman and Spider-Man and adding claws.
Boy, this man disrespectful.
Damn right, I'm disrespectful.
Damn.
Next.
All right. Well, okay. So for me, Dust of Sorrow, I thought that game looked. What'd you say? Stop it. Stop it. You're going to get muted. Dust is Sorrow. Dust is Sorrow. Tomb Raider. Now, Code Veronica is a must. That was my favorite Resident Evil game. I'm on it. Also, another game, since this boy thinks I don't like scary games, I don't like playing them like I used to. But
you like Alien Isolation.
There's exceptions to the rule. I'm not touching Eel, but Code Veronica and Hellraiser is a must for me. I was a huge fan. I am no. Hell no. Ain't touch it. I didn't touch the first. I bought it, tried it, and said, yep, it's uninstalled and never got reinstalled. I am not playing into Isolation 2. It ain't even happening. No, sir. I got the Metro games. I haven't played any of them, so I only just played a little bit of the first one, so I know a lot of people are excited about it. The one game that really, there's like, okay, so Duskwalker, must have, must own. It's in my brain like constantly. Like I can't wait to play that game. Then there's
Blood of the Dawn Walker.
What'd you say?
You mean Blood of the Dawn Walker?
Yeah, well, I just said Dawn Walker, so I just realized Blood of the Dawn Walker. Yeah, 1666 Amsterdam. Amsterdam.
Let me ask you a question. Have you played the demo yet?
No, I haven't played the demo yet. No,
Okay. They say it's really, really good.
Yeah, I definitely want to play. I mean, just if I know what a game like I don't, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I can play the demo, but if I know just from what I see, I'm cool with it. Like, and I'll definitely do my research and watch like other people's gameplay, stuff like that or whatever. But I just know that's a game that with Exodus, that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know that Mitchie was saying like, we'll see what that turns out to be. Man, that was very impressive. That was a very impressive game. Like that's putting to me, since it was the former people from BioWare that's working on that game, they're putting EA on notice with and I know Yobi's gonna be sitting there looking at me cross-eyed with it, like, but man, bro, like they putting N7 on notice, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I love Mass Effect, but man, that Exodus game looked super tough.
Exodus, and it's another game that's along the same lines of Exodus. The Expanse game, like those two games are high on my list for next year. Both of them sci-fi fantasy type game. I know the Expanse is based off the show, but Exodus, I remember Exodus had a secret level.
Mass Effect devs too.
Yeah, it's made by them, but they also had a secret level episode. Remember Amazon did like the Amazon did like the anime shorts, not anime, but like the gaming like it was like it was a show like different they picked like different games and did like short episodes about them. Like they had a Concord episode, they had a Pac-Man episode, they had a Mega Man episode, and they had an episode based off Exodus. Fire.
Yeah, no, I was just like, man, me and Kano was just like, it blew my mind. I was not expecting it to look that good. That was a great presentation. Again, let me see. Let me go through with the Xbox. Let's see. PlayStation, of course, Wolverine looks fantastic. Phantom Blade is a game I'm definitely getting. Token for sure. Rayman looked really good. I mean, Final Fantasy, that's a must-have. But let's see. Okay, so State of Decay. If I'm looking at the Xbox, State of Decay 3. Crazy Taxi, Cinema. Like, you guys know, you know me, you know how much I love Hellblade. Anything that has to do with Ninja Theory and that, like, Cinema is like, you're getting my money. I don't care about the Game Pass. You're getting my money. Clockwork Revolution, that looks really, really fun. Fable is a must-have. Gears of War is a must-have. Renaissance is a must-have. And there's a game that's on my radar that I don't think, and I want people to play this. This will be a community night game for me. if Kano and Sinister don't want to play it with me. But Join Us has me crack it up. I really want to be I really want to play that. Do y'all remember that? Where it was you the cult leader?
Oh, this dude.
Bro. Yeah, Join Us has me cracking up. I want to play that so bad.
You want people drinking the Kool-Aid?
Sure. Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
no. What's the problem? Why I can't be a cult leader? What's the problem? Anyway,
people drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, and then State of Decay 3. I'm excited about that. Not the highly like you know what I'm saying. I really do like State of Decay, but you know I'd rather play it with people. You know, of course, instead of just playing it by myself. So. And you know, there's some other games, of course, that I'm missing out on. I mean, like I wish we seen some more stuff from the Witcher 4, but that'll be at the VGAs for sure. But yeah.
New Jet Set Radio.
Yeah, and the last Ronin, they didn't show nothing, but just like it's coming out, so I can't get excited about that. But yeah, but those were the games. But yeah, high on the list. Oh, and then also, what is that? The game from Remedy, that looks tough too.
Control Resident.
Control
Resident.
Yeah. That's one of those games in September, bro. Man, like that looked tough. That looked cold too. So those were my like, I gotta have. I will play. I will get. There's no question. So, and then also Call of Duty. Call of Duty looked phenomenal to me as well.
Oh, because Modern Warfare 4 is in the Koreas in the beginning.
Mm-hmm. And an honorable mention is Animal, however you say that. It looked like the Pokemon looking game.
Here you go. Why you go? Hey, I'm trying to be cool about Pokemon, man.
That game looked cool. Listen, I was telling people Power World was tough, and Power World is good. So that game looks really good. Now, again, it don't look like on the level of Doki V, but I'm still like, listen, man. I mean, I like to broaden my horizon. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm curious.
I'm gonna keep my cool. I was gonna say something about Pokemon, but I'm gonna keep my cool.
Oh man, you can say it. You can talk. I got heat on TikTok for me saying what I said about Nintendo and those Pokemon games. They were on my back for that. But listen, I just said them Pokemon games, you know what I'm saying, the last couple of Pokemon games it's been underwhelming. They've been trash. And I'm hearing that from diehard. I have not played them. I sit there and listen. I made it clear that diehard like PK and others that are big fans of Pokemon, they have told me that those games are absolutely trash. Because I asked them because I was gonna buy that a Zeus or whatever, that I was going to buy that one.
What?
And
Arceus?
Arceus or whatever. And then there was a Y and
so
Z.
Let me say this.
But they were like, no, don't do that.
Legends Arceus was actually pretty good. Sword and Shield was actually really good. The ones Scarlet and Violet, I know a lot of people. It had its technical issues.
Mm-hmm.
It was okay. I enjoyed it. It was okay. Legends ZA is actually pretty good. It's pretty fun as well. But overall, what a lot of people don't understand, and what I've come to understand as an adult, what you want for Pokemon is not going to be what they aim for. They have their core group, and they have, and I'm not saying to them, I can understand if they didn't like it. That's completely understandable. But I've understood that Pokemon doesn't. I'm not the target audience for Pokemon. I've learned that. And as much as I would wish they would make harder or make the games a little bit more difficult, make them a little stuff like that, I completely understand it's not going to happen. But once again, and I would say you're not wrong. And like I said, some people have had their issues with it. I just roll with it because I enjoy it. It's nostalgia for me. So I enjoy it. I play it. I jump in, I do my battles and stuff like that. But yeah.
Okay, now Yobi on my neck. He says you can't say this trash, K-Mega. You ain't played it. Keep the same energy, like you said. We can't say about Madden is trash if we ain't played it. That's fair. You know what? That's fair. I'm going off of what I'm listening to. Diehard Nintendo Pokemon fans. I sit there and look at
what other people say.
Listen. I ain't into Pokemon like that. Like I got the Game Boys and stuff for my son, and what was that? Sapphire and whatever, Pearl and whatever. I bought like a whole bunch of those games. They just don't interest me like that. Now I did watch the anime and stuff, but then I'm like, why is Pikachu don't grow? Why don't turn into Raichu? What the hell? Why you know?
That's why I stopped. That's why I stopped watching the anime. Well,
yeah.
That was Ash. And once again, aimed at little kids, marketing, all that stuff. So I gave it up. You know what I'm saying? Well, I stopped trying to. I just enjoyed what it was for some of the battles when he did. Like all the stuff that's going on, I don't care about all the underlying stories. I don't care about who you trying to stop. Let me see these battles. When the tournament starts and they Ash battling or whatever, and all of a sudden his Pikachu, which is supposed to be weak, electric type, supposed to be weak to ground, all of a sudden is whooping up on a golem or something. I'm like, bro,
like, well, I'm like, well, what is he gonna turn into? Is he gonna just evolve into like another version past Raichu? Like, I'm like, what? So I would watch it and I don't see nothing, and I'm like, yo, and anyway, but for the games, like, I was interested. What'd you say, Kano?
Look, ever since I was talking bad about Pokemon, man, they threatened to send Pokeballs to my house, man.
They're gonna get you. They're catch them all. And so anyway, listen, but I'm going off of what the people that I trust say to me, like, do not pick these games up. Now, I didn't see the other ones or pay attention because at that point, I'm listening, I'm going through Reddit, I'm going through this, I'm looking at gameplay, and I'm saying to myself, I see what they saying. Game is buggy. You know how Nintendo games don't go down in price like that. So I'm just like, man, come on, man. Like, so and when I play Power World and shit like that, I'm like, oh, Power World's tough. But again, it is what it says. So yeah, okay, you can come at me with that. That's fair. That is fair. And I heard Viper in the back say, "Get him, Yobi. He's right." Okay, I'll take the L on that one. I don't take too many, but that's okay. I'll take the L on that one. So
yeah. I mean, they are.
You are not saying Stellar Blade Part 2?
Listen. Her thickness and yams. I'm very excited. That is so my game. Like a lot of people, because I'm always defending about like let the creators make whatever that they want with the characters. But listen, I like looking at a big fat booty on the screen. I ain't tripping about it. But I don't want every game to look like Her Thickness and Yams. I want the game to be created like the way the developers were. I don't mind Intergalactic. I don't mind what was it? The God of War game that's coming out with the cube. I think that looks dope as hell. I think the two villains that they showed, the one that was I guess like Egyptian and the other, I forget where the other one, the demon looking god, those motherfuckers look tough. I think that looked great.
I can't think of their names either. I can't.
That looks tough. I'm like, now that looked cold. Like I'm like, okay, you know what? But see, I would rather play it on the PC. Damn, Sony, but whatever. But I don't care about that. But yes, no, that game is definitely up there. I did see. I don't know if you guys seen that where Shift Up said to the Xbox players, it's like just give us time. Just what I'm saying, be patient. Just give us time for bringing the first Stellar Blade. So that's they posted that today, huh?
Too little, too late.
You're not going to get Stellar Blade for the box? Are you kidding me?
Listen.
What?
When you decide to take the bag from Sony, when originally you were going to be on all platforms, that lets me know that you have no balls. Let's just say that. Because
if you do what?
You have no. If you take the bag from Sony, and want to make that thing exclusive to their platform. And then you want to say, oh, later on, I'll go ahead and put it out on PC. Then I'll put it out on the Switch too. And then I'll go ahead and put it on an Xbox. No, you said before it was going to be on all platforms. And now you decide, oh, just give us some more time. No, because you took the bag. You have no balls.
No, I mean, I can feel you on that, but they took the bag and they ran. They said we putting everything on everything. So I'm like, listen, and I got Stellar Blade already. You know what I'm saying? I'll double dip for the Stellar Blade for thickness and yams, but that's it.
Black Myth Wukong as well. It's like,
listen. Now, Black Myth Wukong, that was my game of the year. That game tough, bro. That game tough. That boy, you missing out on some good heat. I'm telling you right there, that Black Myth Wukong was out of sight.
when the price goes down to $30 for the deluxe edition, then I'll get it.
Okay.
I'm actually playing through Black Myth. That's my game I'm actually playing through right now.
What do you? Is your first playthrough or what?
Yeah, it's my first playthrough.
What do you think about it so far?
I'm in chapter 3. It's been whooping my ass, but I'm enjoying.
Oh yeah, it'll kick your ass.
I got stuck on non-white. Not even.
Was that the one in the water? Was that the one in the where you were kind of like in the like water area and he like?
That was like the first. I think that was the chapter 1. I got stuck on him for a little bit too, but I got past him. But I just beat 9 white. Was it yesterday? So I'm gonna jump back in and try to get through my play.
Have you fought that? Have you fought that big ass black bear already?
Yeah. That's chapter.
Okay. No.
I think that's the end of chapter 2. I think
that's into chapter 2. So you're saying in chapter 3 you're in the desert.
I'm in the snow.
Oh, you're in the. Oh, okay. Yeah, boy, I tell you, that boss in the desert. Now he beat my ass. It took me a minute to figure out how to beat him. It took a minute for me to figure out to beat him, and then when I figured out like, oh, there's all different types of side places. Not the tiger, it was the main dude to sit there to get the big rat.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the big rat. Like he kicked my ass a bunch, and then I figured out like, oh, I gotta go this other way, fight this big ass
get the wind.
beetle.
It took me It took me like it. He honestly, it didn't take me as long as some of my other ones. It took me maybe about. I think he got me. I think about 5 times. I think I ended up getting through him pretty quickly because I went through. Because I fought him one time without it, and then I went back and got the side stuff you needed to get. Got that, and it was like okay, came back, okay, figured him out, and got through it or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this right now. You know, the first dude that you fight when you start the game was it Li Fang? Is that how Li Chang? Whatever, what his name? The dude when you fight on the cloud. I'm gonna tell you this right now. When you get a chance to fight him, now it took me about I don't know. He beat my ass about almost 100 times. But when I finally figured out, because I had to keep going back and changing my the way that my all the different stuff, your abilities and stuff, until I figured out how to beat him. But when you beat him, when you beat that little section, it is one of the best things in the game. I swear to God, it had me standing up in hype. He's like, when you beat him, he'll sit there and he'll say, well, when you just beat him, it's way more than that after that. He sits there and he says, let's have a drink and celebrate together, brother. And he turned into a bird and you turn into a bird and then shit goes crazy, bro. Like I swear to God, that was an incredible whole thing. Oh my God, that was, I said, yo, this game is too goddamn much, man. I was so highly impressed with it.
I'm enjoying it. So
it's a great game. And then you go through your second playthrough, it's a lot easier because you take everything with you. So
no, see, I don't know if it's gonna be no second playthrough. I got too much. I got too much to play.
Got too much to play.
Too much to play.
Oh man. We about to get out of here, man. Go ahead and say your goodbyes, man. Thank you for coming through. Man, where can they find you at, brother?
Well, I didn't get a chance because I didn't get a chance.
Oh, that's right. Oh yeah. Tell your games. Say your games. I thought. Okay, go ahead.
Everybody named I'm pretty much everything, but God of War, Lao Fei, Wolverine, Bancho, the Chef. It's like a prequel spinoff to Day of the Diver. It was at the Sony State of Play. There's some on my radar that I'm picking up. Crossfire from Summer Game Fest. Blood. I think somebody else brought it up in chat. Blood Messenger.
Oh, Blood Messenger looks. Yeah, that did look tough. Yeah,
Blood Messenger looks tough. Low key. Pull up Blood Messenger and look through some of the little fight scenes, and then pull up Rise Son of Rome. It's giving me some of that same vibes. Of course, Gears of War, E-Day, Fable are absolute must pickups for me. With some other things in there. I know everybody. I know Mike was saying Elf Nintendo, but Ocarina of Time definitely their remake coming out. Listen, I already got Star Fox pre-ordered. I'm picking it up in 2 weeks when it drops. So that's on my radar. What was the other game? The Fire Emblem game actually looked pretty dope as well. So I'm gonna check that out. I've never played one, but yeah, that's all I got.
That's all you got? Come on, there's got to be more than that.
It was a few more, but them only ones I can't remember. Right now. I don't think they showed it this year. Bradley the Badger. We saw it at Game Summer. I think at the BGA last year. Bradley the Badger. I'm looking forward to that. And I did like Stellar Blade 2. The only thing is, I know you ain't mentioned it, but Stellar Blade 2, the fighting, she does. Firstly, she did look kind of young. I'm to me, she looked kind of young. However, once I found out he's not basing it off of, but he took a lot of inspiration from Alita Battle Angel. Battle Angel. It's an anime and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I can kind of understand how he made her, how she looked like that. But the combat, the fact that she using the left and the right, she got the physical stuff going on. That I'm intrigued. I'm definitely intrigued about that. I'm trying to think. It was something else.
You guys feeling like old men looking at her?
That's what I'm saying. Everybody, like I said, she looked when they first showed her. I was like, "Yo, she looked kind of young." So
yeah. I thought it was either Scarlet Nexus at first, but then when they kept showing them back shots, I said, "No, this got to be Stellar Blade." And sure enough, but yeah,
I know it's Stellar Blade when I heard the music. I heard the music.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
Stellar Blade.
Yeah, them back shots. I was like, "Yo, this is." I was telling Kano, I said, "This is Stellar Blade." Oh no, I think it was just me just watching it. No, that was the Xbox event. So yeah, no, it was just me watching it. Yeah, so it was like, I think was it? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, so.
That was Summer Games Fest.
No, that was Summer Game Fest that I watched by myself. No, I was with Kano and what you call it? Yeah, that's what it was. Damn, I'm getting old. I'm forgetting all types of shit. I just remember them yams. That's all. But she did look young, so you're right. So I need to pull that back. All right, Husky man, go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you at, brother man.
Absolutely, man. Y'all can find me at the Husky Hokage on everything from TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, all the good places, man. You boys out there putting up content, man. Doing my best to just keep a positive type of gaming discussion I like to have. It's okay to have discourse, but we keep everything respectful. We have fun. But make sure if y'all see me, comment on the post, give your boy a follow and all the other good stuff, man. So yeah.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you coming through as always. And Yobi said, congratulations on the youngin'. You know what I'm saying? That's good stuff.
Shout out to my guy Yobi real quick. Just shout out to legendary Yobi, man. I love Yobi. Always showing support, always showing love, man. Shout out to you, Yobi.
Yeah, Yobi's a good person, man. Yobi's a really good dude, man, for sure. We had more people like Yobi in the world, man. Shit, we wouldn't be having the problems we have. So, except him bitching about about NFL 2K and wishing for that to come back. It ain't ever coming back, sucker. It's over. Mitchie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
AKA Bernadette. She the boss lady. Where can they find you at? It's always a pleasure for having you on, man. And man, like I said, it's been a couple of months, but man, you come back spicy. I love it. So anyway, where can they find you at, young lady?
They can find me on Xbox, Mitchie 1971, and PlayStation, same name. I have a Switch, but I'm not on there very often because I find it hard to play Switch. I don't really know why. I can't.
Did you buy one of those like controllers that kind of look like an Xbox controller?
Yeah, I did, but it doesn't feel right. I don't think it has enough weight to it. It's kind of light.
Yeah, it is light. It is light. So. And
it doesn't feel right, and I don't know. I can't explain it. But anyway, I don't know.
Oh man. Just say that you're an Xbox lady. That's all.
Yeah, primarily. I play on PlayStation because I feel started up at least once a month.
Damn!
Because I feel bad because it just sits there and you know, as it looks
I just turned it up. I just turned mine on. Let it update. Just let it show that it still works. You know what I'm saying? Hear the old PlayStation music. Look and see games are still intact, and then I cut that bitch right off.
You treat the PlayStation like you treat the Epic Game Store just to get your free games, huh?
Pretty much. Now, I have bought a couple of games off the Epic Store, but yeah, not very many.
I buy games off of PlayStation. I just don't go on there and play them very often.
Yeah.
That was so sad.
Yes.
But otherwise, I've been playing First Light. That's pretty good. You played First Light?
Yeah, it is good. I played a few hours of it. It is pretty good. It is pretty good. That intro was tough. I loved it.
Yes, that was hard. I'm like, I only died once though. I felt pretty good about myself.
Yeah, no, it threw me off a little bit. I didn't die, but it got pretty hairy, and then I wasn't expecting it to be as thorough to follow Bonds like it. You know, I just thought it would. You know, I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it has been. I was supposed to be playing it all this week, but I got caught up playing Street Fighter 6 like little story mode all damn week. So I'll get to it and get back on Forza probably next week.
But otherwise, you can find me on Twitter and on Threads. Yep.
Let's go. All right. Catch Mitchie on Threads. Let's go. All right. Viper, Dark Sidious. You know what I'm saying? You it's petty as ever, brother.
Of course I am.
And now we know when we're talking about vibrators, you know what's gonna happen.
Let's go. Oh man. Where can they find you at, brother?
They can find me, you know, setting up some IVs and making sure that I put them air in them PlayStation veins because
golly, man, this man's a psycho. This man's in the medical field, people. You better watch out.
No air.
Piss me off, okay? I'm
I
not
want to
on
hear about you
social
on the
media.
news.
Huh?
Don't want to hear about you on the news.
Oh no, you ain't gonna hear about me because I know how to I know how to cover my tracks. But anyway,
oh man,
that's enough for me. Next.
Oh man, oh my God, Kevin Hart. I haven't seen this dude in a long minute. He comes in here and says, "Throw away Game Pass, go buy Gears E-Day, people." I will put up my Xbox alone, just my Xbox library against everything that you own any day of the week. Just my Xbox library. How about that? So how about I keep my Game Pass and then I can still put up the games that I own on Xbox? Just on Xbox, not on what I got on Steam, not what I got on the Switch, not what I got on PlayStation, not what I got on PC or whatever. Just what my library on Xbox. I'll put it up to everything else that you own, and I'll dog walk you.
How many games you got on Xbox?
I think it's what like 1,400. Anywhere from 1,300 to 1,400. Like, I mean, I'm just saying. So how about I keep? And listen, y'all, you got to do is look at my stats. My stats and shit is open. So how about you do this, Chris? How about you go ahead and you keep that dog shit ass Pro, and I'll keep my PC, and I'll look and I'll play every PlayStation game that's still available at the highest fidelity. And it runs at higher frames, and it'll dog walk. Not dog walk, it'll piss walk through anything that PlayStation Pro will ever bring. So I'm just saying that to you. I'm glad that you got it, and I'm glad the people that owns a PlayStation Pro, they love it to death. But fam, let's not do that.
know, wait a minute. Hold on. My PC can still beat a PlayStation 5 Pro.
Oh, yeah, it can.
I got a 3090 Ti.
Ooh.
And it still beats out a PS5 Pro. So
Golly. So, hey man, what, Chris Hart? Where you been, brother? I haven't seen any VR talk. I know that you are the man of the. You have been talking about PlayStation VR 1 and 2. You have been a staunch believer into that. Where you been? I don't see that content anymore. What happened? Anyway,
We have Concord.
Damn, this man.
Oh my God. Anyway, let's get out of here and do our last first thing, I guess, man. You know what I'm saying? My brother that sit there and have me a part of his team, which is Game Section. Go check them out. The link is in the description. Also, if you go and check out my community list of people that I have recommend that you could follow. Also check them out, but it's there. The link is in the description. Go check out Game Section and go follow and support. You know what I'm saying? We got a podcast coming up here Sunday.
Yo, hold on. Yeah. You said, now you want to bring up VR. I still have VR. This dude basically have a lot of the hub on his PS5 Pro with it 4K visuals with it. That's why he's really just talking about it. You don't play no games. He just play the hub.
Damn, Lord have mercy. Just a hub, man. Come on, cook them, Kano, cook them, man. Yeah. Let everybody know where they can find you at, and cook them on the way out of here, man. This is how we keep what we kill here on GRG, and that's exactly what you're doing. I'm very proud of you, young man. That's what I love it. I love it.
Now, I'm just kind of cool collected, but I can get petty as well. But anywho, you can find me on all the social medias. You know what I'm saying? On Twitter, it's at Kano's Honest Gamer. Follow the gamer section on all social medias, man. We already on the road to 3,000 subscribers on the channel. Got the podcast Sunday. And not only that, we got that documentary coming soon. You know what I'm saying? K-Mega, he narrating it. You hear me? It's about to be real fire. You know what I'm saying? Real classic, real unique. And we're going to get deep down the nitty gritty of, I'll go ahead and announce it. It's basically the 1983 game crash. You dig what I'm saying? So, for that, man, it's about to be very, very litty in the city. You hear me? And like I said, man, y'all definitely tap in, you know what I'm saying, with the gamer section, tap in with GRG podcast. It's lit over here. And yeah, man, thank y'all for having me on here, man. I'm very appreciative, very humble, man. And, it's an honor.
Yeah, man. No doubt, man. Listen, you know what I'm saying? Good collaboration. It's always love. It's always good. You know what I'm saying? Anytime that when we do, but I got to get the bat signal from the crew. It's got to be Mitchie or Viper or Husky that's like, hey, man, I'm ready to do a GRG, or if Sir X-Man pops up, or Ham, or hell, even if the old school crew sit there and popped up, or Delilah or somebody say, hey, man, let's do a GRG. Hey, man, just send the bat signal and I'm ready to go. I know my boy Verge is always ready. I know my boy Yobi's always ready. So anyway, all y'all got to do is just sit there and let me know, and I'm with it, because you know what I'm saying, like I have my fun just talking shit, just doing my thoughts, but I do enjoy doing GRG, always have, always will. So I really do appreciate everybody coming through.
Massively off the hub, man. Stay off the hub. You know what I'm saying? You won't catch carpal tunnel syndrome. You won't catch, you know what I'm saying, arthritis in hands. If you just stay off of that hub and off your PS5.
Damn. Hey man, that man said don't catch that eye herpes. You know what I'm saying? Because you know them eye herpes, you get them eye herpes from that if you know what I'm saying, you sweat too much on them damn goggles on that VR, man. You know that. If people don't believe me, go check that out. It's called an eye herpes. It's an eye herpes. It's a nasty ass herpes that you get because people be sweating through them damn VRs, and they don't be using no wipes, no alcohol wipes. So man, you know what I'm saying? Listen, that's probably why we ain't seen our main man Chris in a long time. He had them big ass eye herpes on both eyes. You know what I'm saying? People ain't wiping it down. Anyway, let me get the hell out of here. Hey man, good, thanks for coming through, Chris. I do appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? Much love to the PlayStation community, to the Nintendo community, to the PC community, to the mobile community, to all the community. But first and foremost, the Xbox community, always. Much love. Loyal to the soil. Everybody have a good one. I really do appreciate it. Until the next one, I probably will do a stream of some sort, probably tomorrow. We'll see. If not, then we'll do Fight Night, but we'll also don't forget to come to Gamer Section, and we'll be doing it live at 3 p.m. Central Time, the Lord's time. And we'll be doing it. We'll be doing the damn thing. So everybody, you know what I'm saying, have a good one. Hey, go Knicks. I don't want these Spurs to get this good feeling like my Thunder has. You know what I'm saying? Listen, go ahead and finish them off. You got one job, Knicks. Take them out. Finish them out. Run them out. Everybody have a good one. Peace. Oh, man. You know what? I'm used to hitting the damn button on OBS. Now I got to hit a whole bunch of buttons over here. God dang. All right, here we go. Let me see. Let me get the hell out of here. Ooh. Hold on. Damn. I've been out of practice for so damn long. Hold on. Let me get y'all out of here. Bye.